Wrong show.
Fuck.
That
Yeah,
one.
this one ends better.
Really?
It's a snow.
Really?
Really?
I hope so.
Yep.
I want to be comfortable. Only the finest.
Only the finest.
Early Halloween episode, everybody.
Yeah, you're supposed to wait till next show.
That's when I wear the actual onesie.
Okay.
Well, anyways, good evening, guys. Welcome to Friday Night Dice. Glad to have you guys all here.
I don't think he's talking about you.
Dude, I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, I mean, actually, Joel, we are actually glad to have you here.
I'm not.
You're not.
Just gonna heal your ass.
Me.
Actually, I don't have to. I have to speak with Dead now.
Okay.
I'm gonna tie some strings to you, put some sunglasses on you for the rest of the campaign.
Oh man. So, don't really have any announcements for tonight, guys. Besides, shout out to Archvillain Games and Terra Tiger Studios for sponsoring the stream again, as they have been. If you guys haven't, check out their stuff. We have links to all their stuff down below. Anyone have anything? Because I want to get into tonight's session.
Wait, am I here to play Dungeons and Dragons?
This is a Wendy's.
So,
Oh,
I
okay.
need
No, this is
50
Pat.
spicy nuggets.
Yep. Need some spicy nugs then. I'm good.
All right, I'm on it.
alrighty, guys, we're
You're
going to
welcome,
go ahead and
Wendy's,
jump into
for free
tonight's session. We'll see
advertising.
y'all in a couple minutes.
Stream brought to you by.
It's time.
Alrighty, guys, and welcome back. We're going to go ahead and jump into tonight's session. I think this is
That recap.
on. Disclaimer, guys, we're going to hear one stupid joke through this recap because we always do. It's almost like it's a part of the show now.
What
It's
do you mean?
canon.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Last we gathered, we watched as the spread eagles.
That's a free space. There we go.
Then there it is.
What are you talking about? No, we're fine. Go on, please.
Made their way to Kalaya's cottage. God, I can't talk. Upon reaching the valley where she lived, Tophet instantly had a sense of familiarity, a presence in this valley that almost felt like home to him. Cautiously approaching the cottage, the spread eagles decided to, one by one, chat with Kalaya to try and discern how much she knew about them and how she knew this much information about them. And also to try and figure out what strange occurrences were going on in this town. After a rough night of internal fighting, after speaking with Kalaya and being revealed to Tophin that she's also, like him, a more than human, but not exactly something of this world. He drifted off into a drunken slumber, at which point he was approached by what's the word I'm looking for, because the one I wrote on here I don't like. A avatar of Asnatheus who pushed and encouraged him to question Kalaya and find out what strange occurrences were going on in this town for himself. But also cautioned that she could handle it for herself if he chose to just leave. The next day, the party found themselves making their way back to Kalaya's valley. While there, Cress ran into a very familiar figure from her past, one from which she had never wished to see again. The two spoke, some words were exchanged, And then they both went their separate ways. We find all of you after Cress has just got done talking to her friend on top of the hill.
If I recall, DM, I hadn't quite made my way there until just about the very end.
Correct. You, Tophin, and I believe Zeros were all making their way back. Avaria, Nil, and Cress were all in the midst of talking with...
Didn't we have a short conversation after?
You did have a short conversation
I
after?
gave Cress the...
You did. You gave her the pendant of alertness. Yeah, so you guys are there. That's correct.
I'm gonna say we're pretty sure we're all at this well.
Hmm?
We're all at the well or whatever.
You guys had not made your way towards the well
No,
yet. You were
like
told
just-
about it.
We just left
We
the
were all at the well already.
cottage.
What's the well do?
That is... I'm going to fix that one. That one's really loud.
I think there's something at the bottom of it.
Guys are going to the well.
I'm going to the well.
Well, let's go.
I'll follow Zeros. He's my faithful leader.
I don't want to be a
talk off
leader.
just a little bit.
Oh well.
I mean, yeah, you guys were notified by Kalaya right at the end of last session, or I should say Tophin was, that whatever entity she had made this pact with that was affecting this town was indeed its layer of sorts was below and at the bottom of this well.
Is this really something we want to get into?
I was gonna ask that. I mean, realistically, this town has done very well without before us.
Well, it's not...
Well, in its own way. Besides the fact that it mistreats horses.
Yeah, and
I'm
that-
just saying,
And
at
all
this
the
point...
people got disappeared.
Yeah, but at this point, what's the matter? They're already gone.
How do you know that?
We've seen them!
or
No, we haven't.
more we
We've
haven't.
seen the last of them.
Shelby's living in her... Avaria's living in her own world.
They all disappeared. How do you know? We saw them.
I'm just saying,
Avaria's
mine is-
the BBEG converted.
I'm just saying, I think at this point, you know, just say screw it, let's just...
Go get it.
Yes. I don't think it's a lot back there.
I mean, I'm willing to do whatever all you want to do.
Tophin, I will remind you that after your discussion with Kalaya and breaking her pact with them, she is now aging rapidly.
Oh, I remember.
Okay.
Who's that decrepitated lady there? Can I see her?
No, she's back in her cottage.
Oh, okay.
You don't know this.
Oh.
Only he, Elric, and
Well, I know, I
Neros know this.
thought, like, she was coming out, I was gonna say that, but since she's not,
I
will,
left it out of the recap, and I wanted to make sure he remembered.
I will refrain.
I think it's quite possible we've done enough damage already. I don't know. I'm willing to do whatever you all want to do. It's the only point of me being here is to support you all. But we have to be all in on this, if that's truly what we're going to try to do. Is something like this town fixable? I don't know.
With how far we're in this already,
Just want to turn down the music a little bit.
I don't think we can stop. I'd agree.
If that's the way you feel, get ready, because we're going to be spending a lot of our time together accruing debts that we feel like we have to pay.
I mean, if more places keep mistreating horses, then yeah.
It wasn't what I meant, but yeah, I see what you mean.
You have one
That you stole.
that I stole.
And
then,
was-
and then I
and-
shot it in the leg.
Yeah, it was
And then I
shocking.
healed it.
You missed a lot.
That was a dream.
It's been on a bit of a journey. Yeah.
Love it.
Okay. I mean, I don't have anything personally that I feel like is worth bringing up. I have concerns about our friend here, who hasn't spoken yet. That wasn't, I didn't catch the majority of it, but it wasn't the kind of conversation I expect was liked. So we have a lot of things we can do. I think we just need to come to a consensus.
I mean,
Zeros, what do you think?
Checking out.
I'm going to the well.
Yes, we're going to the well.
Told you guys should have been the Master of Zeros. He leads the way.
I don't want to leave.
My favorite leader.
So, are you guys making your way back towards town then?
Yeah. Well,
At least
of course.
Zeros and Tofin are. Nil, you're following.
Yeah.
Cress, Kelric, Avaria.
I already said I was following.
Okay.
Where they go, I go.
Cress, are you following them back towards town? Okay. So you guys start making your way back towards town, down this old cobblestone path that led you up the mountainside towards Kalaya's Valley. You guys start coming back into Djinnrun. You start seeing the same rundown houses you saw from the days before. A lot of you noticed the building, or the small home in which you had just stayed, with the fresh blood-stained grass on its front lawn, where you guys butchered your deer from the day before.
Forgot about that.
Oh, I did not.
Baby deer.
They butchered a baby deer for food.
While they, after they sent me to go get breakfast, and then they butchered a baby deer while I was out getting breakfast.
Cress and I went hunting.
Sure, we'll call it hunting.
So, you guys pass the fresh, blood-stained yard of this home which you had stayed from the night before, and you start making your way towards the center of town. It's a cool autumn day. The trees in the town have started to turn to the beautiful colors of brown and gold and yellows and reds throughout. It's fairly quiet in town as normal. Nothing really seems different than what you guys have normally noticed. And you come to that well where Cress from the day before had cleaned all the blood off of herself, and you can still see the blood-stained handprints on the side of it from where she had pulled the bucket up out of the water.
I walked out and just saw Chris coming covered in blood.
So it's like,
Guess I'm gonna look over and just kind of look down and hello.
Hello, hello, and you hear it echo. You look down. It's dark, but at the bottom you can see the remnants of like a reflection of water.
Okay, so who's going down?
we have to go in the well? I missed that part.
Well, I mean, they didn't respond, so maybe we need to go in there to see them.
Whatever is corrupting and destroying this town is at the bottom of that well.
Oh.
I want to toss a rock down.
Okay, you pick up a rock and you just toss it down. And boom.
Alright,
You hear it
guys.
hit
Water?
you hear it hit the water.
Cress, you're going in.
Can I see water?
You can see the same as what I told about. You can see the slight reflection of water, and you can see the ripples in it from where your rock hit.
Sarah, you going in?
I think I can handle this.
Do we see like handhelds?
Like
You
Places,
can't-
places we could grab. Like not actual man-made handholds.
Yes,
Like
you,
down the well.
you notice some protruding rocks, to where you guys figure you could
Scale down.
you could basically scale yourself down.
There's a ladder.
Kind of like those parkour guys do, with a hand and foot on each side. You guys could like slowly make your way down.
Let's do it.
I was just going to like tie a rope.
That is also an option.
Sweet.
I would like to tie a rope.
Okay.
What?
You go bungee
I'm
jumping?
assuming there's like a
Yeah, there is a
No, no,
contraption.
no, no, I get that part, but what is the other end of the rope going around?
Nothing.
Oh, it's
It's
going
just
down
going
into
down
the
the hole.
Oh, that's fine.
That's how you would descend in a well, no?
I mean, you could just use the rope that's attached to the bucket.
That also works.
That doesn't seem safe.
Okay,
Sometimes,
so someone
sometimes
sit
you
in the
just gotta
bucket.
put it in the hole.
Ay, ay, ay. Nice job with the rope, Tofin. Let's go.
What if we use both ropes and get one rope?
Sure.
Fine, I'll use my rope. We have 2 ropes now.
Now we have
Okay.
3.
Oh,
All the rope.
Great.
Let's all throw our rope in there.
Everyone throws their hempen rope in the well. Okay.
To be fair, if we use 3 ropes and we
Rope.
tie all of them around me, I will volunteer.
That's kinky.
Okay.
It's simple. We tie one around my waist, one around my wrist, one around my neck. It's fine.
okay.
So who is descending first?
Now
We
you,
do that awkward thing where you try to walk
Yeah.
through the door.
now you both have to boulder parchment shears for it.
You have to what?
Boulder parchment shears.
Just go.
My safe word is cauliflower. If you hear that, pull me back up.
Okay.
Okay, so you start descending then.
DM, I'd take a moment to inscribe a small glyph and get Nil's attention, casting Glyph of Fate.
Okay. You now have a glyph of fate. If the next saving throw you are asked to make, you can choose to succeed it, but it has to be done before the roll.
Okay.
So you
How
start
long does it last?
till dawn.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
It's hot. Okay.
So you
Somebody got
start.
somebody tied up.
You start descending down. I need you to go ahead and make just a general athletics check for me to descend down.
Playing on a fucking Mission Impossible.
I mean, are you just diving?
It's like he's just spread eagle going down, letting us lower him.
Not that
I'm
wide.
not gonna belly flop.
Okay.
11.
Easy enough. Your grip slips and you almost fall, but you catch yourself again while you're making your way down. And you make your way down, and right before you get to the bottom, you can see this almost this water almost is crystal clear, but it looks deep, and there's not enough light to see the bottom
So
of
I
it.
can't. Okay, I can't see the.
Yeah. But looking at it, it looks like extremely clean water for being well water.
Can I see like? Can I see the walls of the well for some?
Yeah,
way?
it's almost like they're circular, and then at the bottom it looks like they almost curve and go flat.
It's not like a toilet. There's not like a little slit that goes that direction. That wasn't even it's a joke. Like, there's no like entrance coming into this well. There's no like hidden tunnel.
Correct. There's no hidden tunnel.
All right. I want to touch the water. Can I touch?
Yeah, you
I
touch
just
it.
wanna, like, dunk my hand in it.
It's cool to the touch. It feels like ice cold water, except more like an in between. Like, trying to think. Like, yeah, sure.
This is where I cast Speak with the Dead and ask for the VHS tape.
What? I can't hear you from all the way down in the well.
I'm just gonna shout back up. There's nothing down here. Water.
Well, you can see that it looks as if underneath the water, which it looks as if it does extend farther underneath.
Is there another rope available at this point?
Well, you
tie
asked.
all
Okay,
three rope together.
so I misunderstood. I thought your secret tunnel said outside the water is what you were asking.
No, I was
So
asking for,
underneath the
like,
water,
toilet.
underneath
Yeah,
the
like
water.
a toilet.
Yeah, okay. Underneath the water, it does appear if there's a tunnel.
Aha.
That's what he meant by the toilet there.
Yeah, like it was
Sorry,
best way I could
Was
think
I
of
the only one that got
describing it.
Yeah, I guess it went over my head.
It wasn't meant like.
Man, if toilets are going over your head, you've got problems.
You could just say.
I mean,
You could always just say underwater passage.
Yeah, that
Like
would
an
be.
inch.
So,
But
do
yes.
I have much slack left on this rope? Like, am I at the extent?
Are you using the 50-foot of Pippin rope that he used, or are you using the buckets rope?
I'm using the 50-foot.
Okay, then yes, you have enough room. You have probably about 10 feet left.
I mean, I'm gonna see if I can swim down and see if I can get to the little.
Sure. As you swim down, and you come down through the corner, you can see a slow glimmer of light coming from the other side of the water. And what you're looking through is it appears as if you're looking from the backside of a waterfall.
Does it look like I can get to it safely? Like, how far away?
If you let go of the rope, you could get to it and push through it, through out the other side.
Okay, I'm gonna pop back up
Sure.
out of the water. There's like an exit here, like a light at the end of the tunnel. It's in the water though. I'm going to let go of the rope.
Follow the light.
And yes, follow the light. I would like somebody else who is bigger and not scared to come down with me.
Go.
I'm gonna climb down.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Good
for me.
choice. Good choice.
I'll go down.
Perfect candidate to descend.
Sure.
We can all take turns going down, that's fine.
Are you climbing down at the exact same time he is? Just like he goes down, and as soon as there's enough room, you're climbing in after him?
That's dirty.
The water's quite clean, but alright.
Nat 20.
after.
Sure. You got a nat 20?
27.
Yeah, you shimmy on down, and you're pretty much like on top of Nil at this point.
Oh, howdy.
Cauliflower.
What was that?
Sorry.
Athletics?
Yes.
5.
Oh. You go to grip, and then you just start falling down.
I would like to start swimming towards the light.
Oh shit, do I have
Yeah,
fearful?
make a dexterity saving throw. Josh, go ahead. If you guys would like to try and swim under the water to get away.
Is it dexterity
Yeah.
saving?
Dexterity saving throw.
I got yours. Plus 6. Do I have to make a save or something? Or is it
Your
just that?
athletics was your.
Okay, just
Yeah. 9.
Really great
22.
climbing.
22. Okay, so being in front, you hear him slip, and you're quick enough that you quickly swim under, and you get underneath into the tunnel underwater just in time. Josh, Zeros, just as you're trying to dive under the water, Tophin falls onto your back, and you both take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh boy, they really blundered that down there.
I'm not really down either. I'm going to that light.
You're going
My
to the
bad,
light. Okay,
Zeros.
get to that in just 1 second.
I didn't expect it
just
to be
wanna make sure
so
I'm not drowning.
slippery.
Yeah, I mean you can hold your breath for quite a while.
I can't.
What's your constitution?
Hold your breath for 3 minutes while you're going down.
I don't know.
It's a minute per
plus
constitution.
2.
Yeah, so 3 minutes. You get 3 minutes.
Ladies, did one of you want to go first, or should I?
I can go with my armor.
You're descending then?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make a athletics check for me at disadvantage, which I should have done the same for you, Josh. I apologize. Well, with your strength, no, you wouldn't need it. You can carry yourself. You'll be fine.
Me?
Yeah, just do it at a straight roll.
Is that how you're swimming?
2 plus 7. Or 2 plus 5. That's a 7.
Okay, so, you start plummeting.
Oh, jeez.
Tophin, I need you to make another dexterity saving throw. Josh, I need you to make yours at advantage because you have a little bit more of a heads up this time.
22.
22.
22.
Die while descending.
Both of you. You hear like a and she just starts plummeting, and you guys just dive both under the water and get enough into the tunnel to where she splashes into the water and starts sinking and is there next to you. Alright.
Hopefully we can do that a little bit smoother.
Go for it.
I will attempt to descend.
Same thing, an athletics check, please.
Oh man, squishy wizard boy. 3.
Cress, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Just
8.
You both take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as Elric comes plummeting down onto your back.
Maybe we shouldn't have done this. Kind of regretting this all of a sudden.
You're fine. Are you
Drag
descending?
people to the rope
I'm
and let the strong
descending.
people roll them down.
It's my fault.
I mean, I would have thought with 3 ropes we'd be fine, but nope. Apparently we can't do this right.
22, not nat.
Easy enough. You descend without
Weenies.
falling. So you come down right above the water where you see Kelric is basically laying over the top of the back of Cress. They're trying to get their footing sitting here in the water.
I'm just gonna move past and start going towards waterfall.
Yeah, you all swim underneath, I'm assuming?
Yep.
I see.
Okay. You sink. You guys all start.
She's just going.
So same as you guys all swim down, and it's only about a 10 foot by 10 foot cylinder, and you guys start swimming down. So you're gonna have to go almost by 2 by 2 to go through this. Nil, as you extend outside of this waterfall, you come into a massive open cavern. On the far end, you can see these different stalactites and stalagmites scattered throughout. The ceiling's only about 10 feet
Which ones are on
tall.
the ceiling?
Huh?
Which ones are on the ceiling?
The stalagmites. Or tights.
Ah! Got him.
Hate you.
No, in this one, the stalagmites are on the
The screen just turned.
Welcome to the Upside Down, kiddo.
Oh god.
Somebody's cast reverse gravity on the wall.
You hear the rush of this waterfall behind you that you just came out. You see a small river that extends out into what appears to be some sort of small pond in the middle of this cavern. And on the far right, you can see a small little opening where the cavern extends into farther into this what appears to be a cave. And you can see a small light glowing from down the end of the tunnel. The room is dimly lit, enough to where you don't need dark vision to see. I know you have dark vision.
Oh, shit. Okay, well I'm gonna wait for everybody else.
Okay. So the rest of you all come out this waterfall?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
So you guys all come out this waterfall, about same as I just described, and what you guys see in front of you is almost a 30-foot wide pond that's blocking your guys' way, and it looks as if there's a small crossing that you guys could go across through the center of it, but the bridge is almost what appears to be what used to be a bridge is missing. So there's about a 10-foot gap going across the water. Looking around, it feels extremely cool down here and damp. I mean, there's a giant lake down here, but Or pond, yeah. Yeah.
Are there any fish?
Puddle monster.
You could go look.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna go step foot in the pond.
Before anything happens,
Yes.
as Cress is leaving the waterfall, I would like to use my divine gift, allow
Okay.
her to cast absorb elements.
Okay. So a ability that Tophin gained at level 5 for his Titan class. I will read it to you here as and then read it here for everyone in stream, as it is something from my homebrew class here. Divine gift. You may grant one person the ability to cast a single spell up to 5th level that is known to you. You must have the spell prepared, and it will expend the Titan spell slot when used. The target forgets how to cast the spell after a long rest. You must have all material components, and if it requires concentration, it may not be gifted unless they are proficient in Arcana.
Absorb elements is a reaction, so she'll be fine.
Correct. So you now have the reaction absorb elements until the next day.
Wait, that was all I had. Stepping in the
Yep,
pond.
you're good. So you take a few minutes. You take a few minutes and you use what bit of divine energy you have, and you show Cress the incantations on how to use the spell absorb elements. So, you guys are looking. You see a small little river that leads towards this pond in the center, down towards the other end of the cavern. What are you guys doing? Okay, you come towards the pond and you see small little stepping stones leading up towards the center from where this bridge appears as if it used to be. And looking around, the stalactite or mites all over the ground completely encircle and almost form a wall in front of you, making it so it looks as if you have to cross across this bridge in order to get to the other side of the room.
There's no bridge?
There is no bridge. There is about a 10-foot gap between where you are and the other side.
For the majority of this, I just want to make sure that I'm somewhere in the middle.
Sure.
Everybody.
Think I can do a running start, guys?
You leaping it?
Yeah, I think I could.
I mean, yeah, you can jump quite a ways.
Yeah, running start, you could jump it.
I'm doing it.
After the well, is this the... Whatever. Let's go.
I mean, I don't even have to make a roll for this. She just makes
Yeah,
it.
we did not do so well with the well.
I'm well aware.
Pretty positive by D&D rules. She just makes it with
Yeah.
a running start.
Great.
She
Yeah.
hops on the horse.
We broke our tech guy. It's all good.
So you get a running start and you start running up these small little cobblestone, or not cobblestone, but these stone paths that have been laid out. And you take a running start and you land on the other side of this pond.
I mean, if I can clear the gap, I'll do the same.
Yeah, easy enough. You take a running start and you jump over this pond.
We're just jumping to the other side of the pond.
No.
Why are we jumping to the other side of this pond?
I mean, you could swim across if you really wanted
Can I
to.
walk around it?
Can't I
No,
just
you
walk to the
cannot.
other side?
You could not walk around it.
Why
So
not?
all of the stalagmites on the ground are they're probably about 6 to 8 feet tall in varying sizes, and they're so closely together that you cannot get through, and they almost form a wall, make it so that this small opening where it looks as if there used to be a bridge is the only way across.
You know I can't get there. Try.
That's fair.
Sure, if you would like to try, but there is still a pond you would have to swim across.
I'm going around it.
Okay, so the pond completely covers from edge to edge,
Just jump the gap, man.
from wall to wall.
If I run along the wall over the pond,
You could sure try.
how far is it?
Tries to run on the wall.
15 feet.
Impales self on stalagmite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you trying?
Yeah.
Jesus.
So extra.
Okay. So you are going to make a running start to try and hit the wall and run alongside the wall to get across this
Okay, to
pond.
be fair, I don't really feel like I'm going to miss the wall.
This wall is... Okay. You're trying. Go ahead and make an athletics or an acrobatics check for me.
He's trying to ninja warrior this.
Some people get disqualified off that show.
Yeah.
Did you miss the wall?
Dude, I think I missed the room.
What'd you get a natural 1?
No, yeah.
I think he fell straight first and just racked himself.
So you go.
Just run forward and hail this
You take a running start and you take a dart at the wall towards the side where you think you might be able to get up on it and run across. And as you do, you hit a small slick spot where there's a bit of water on the ground and just
I throw my dagger.
almost base slide into the stalactites. Okay, you throw your dagger. Let's make a dexterity check for me to try and pull it out while you're slipping and falling.
14.
14. Okay, easy enough. You take it and you just toss it. Roll a d6 for me.
Oh, I have issues with these.
We're gonna see which way you go.
4.
4. Okay. So you go and you throw it up in the air as you start slip and fall, and you reappear, and you're exactly over the top of this pond, and you start plummeting. Okay. Bloop. You land in the water and you start sinking.
You swim.
I mean, yeah, I'm assuming he can swim.
It's whether or not he chooses to.
just
give in.
drowning himself out of
Face
embarrassment.
my shame and drown. I guess I'll swim to the other fucking side.
Okay. You get up and you start swimming to the other side and you climb yourself up out of this small little pond.
That was pretty cool.
I want to like Baywatch like slosh my fucking hair out as I get out of the pond.
Okay. Easy enough.
I just jump across, assuming I can.
Yeah, easy enough. You make a running start and you make your way across.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't imagine that dagger could be used for diving.
Certainly creative.
I tried.
Very stupid. Creative.
Sometimes stupid is creative is stupid.
Zeros, you making your way across?
Yeah, I'm gonna swim.
Okay. You're gonna swim across?
Yeah.
Gotcha, okay. You just make your way and you swim across. Cress, are you making your way across this pond? Are you just swimming or running and jumping? Huh?
I said I ran and jumped.
You did? Okay, I might have missed it, sorry. Okay, so you go ahead and get your running start and you make it across. So you guys all successfully make it across, and you're looking around and you see what dim light is in this cave is coming from what appears to be some light that's at the end of this tunnel, towards the right-hand corner. And then as you're looking around, you notice small little blue glowing mushrooms all over the walls that are emitting a small dim light as well.
It's a deep well.
You have to go a lot deeper to get there.
We're
Okay.
expanding.
Yeah.
Real estate is cheap down. Dirt cheap.
Yeah, but it's hard to expand unless you've got the stones.
That's what their dwarves do.
Okay, let's move on, shall we?
It says there's dwarves in my Underdark.
That's fair. Yeah, this is true.
All right, we gotta go find out.
I want to go look.
We're changing of course again.
Okay.
Journey to the Underdark.
Jesus, no.
I know anything about these like mushrooms or whatever they're on the walls? Are they?
Make a nature check.
They just
You lick one.
natural 20.
Natural 20? I mean, yeah, you've seen them for sale at different alchemist stores throughout your travels. They appear to just be glowing mushrooms. They could be used for hallucinogenic reasons, or they could just be cooked into food. But that's about it.
Okay. Are there like a lot of them?
Yeah, there's a fair amount of them. There's like small little pockets and patches of them all over the place. They emit like a small little blue light.
I want to take 3.
You could try and harvest them.
Are they? What?
I think he's just going.
Hi.
Hello.
All right.
Random new NPC joins the group.
Something like that.
Challenges. What do we?
I'm just gonna grab some as I go.
Okay, yeah. Sure. Just make a survival check. Let's see how much you harvest. Nil, if you'd like, you could do the same.
23.
20.
Yeah, you guys. Let's say you harvest a pound each of hallucinogenic mushrooms.
Is there any particular arcane purpose to these?
You'd make an Arcana check.
Some 6 spells.
Yeah, it's pretty good. 17.
You would know that these are used in different alchemical concoctions to make different potions that can be combined. They can be combined with different components for different magical effects.
Yeah, but I was thinking arcane means not alchemical, like memory.
They could be used in that sort of way.
I'll collect some as well.
Okay, just make a survival check.
You could come up with some wild illusions with these.
I've got a couple of ideas of myself. 16.
16? Yeah, you get roughly a pound worth as well, very easily. You guys take probably about 10-15 minutes each, and you're all just sitting there with your different tools that you have, and cutting off these mushrooms and gathering them together and putting them in and putting them into your packs.
Can I eat a small one?
You may if you'd like.
I want to eat like
A tiny one.
like a mouthful.
Like,
What? That's not tiny!
Oh, that's tiny.
Well, how big are the mushrooms?
I mean, the mushrooms are like.
this. Yeah, so that's pretty tiny.
If you're thinking tiny, you might be able to find one that's more like a morel size, like the one that's like barely bloomed.
But I
basically.
already have some.
I'm saying in your batch you could find one
Oh,
that size.
okay. Can I find one like yay big?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to eat that one.
Okay.
This man has clearly never had a mouthful of shrooms before.
Make a
Like, buddy.
make a Constitution saving throw for me.
15.
15. So you ward off whatever hallucinogenic property was on here, but what does happen is you come into almost like a state of euphoria where all the lights around you look much brighter.
Cress wants to try one.
Oh, God. Yeah. Maybe it's not a good idea before we...
guys, we're
She's
potentially finding something
She's
dangerous.
learning about the world. Your eyes are really pretty right now.
What'd you get?
I have no idea.
Okay, make a Constitution saving throw for me.
3 plus 3.
Oh my
Cress is
fucking
immune to
God.
disease. I don't know if this would be considered disease.
Yeah, this is more of a poison, so.
You can't be high.
This is more of a poison, so not a disease. So you eat this, and all of a sudden, as it comes over you, you start to freak out, and you start seeing images of your past and your friends around you, almost as if you see people from your past standing amongst you.
That's not good. I recognize that look.
But look, her look.
Yeah.
I think she's having a. Yeah. Cress, are you feeling okay?
Say that again. Sorry.
Lay on hands.
Okay, easy enough.
I don't think mushroom is involved.
It's probably doing
You've
psychic
clearly
damage.
never had one.
So yeah, you start seeing these images, and instantly you take your hand and put it on your chest and purge the poison from your system. And you watch as the image is almost fade into dust as the hallucinogenic properties wash away from you.
Maybe not a good idea to be experimenting while we're in potential danger.
I also want to take some of these mushrooms. Not eat them. I just want to.
Okay, just make a survival check for me.
Okay.
Shelby, you're the only one that hasn't. Would you like, or Avaria, you're the one that hasn't. Would you like to as well? We're gonna have like 10 pounds of fucking mushrooms in this group.
20.
20? Easy enough. You gain a pound of hallucinogenic mushrooms.
Yeah, I'll actually split if you don't want, because the spell that I'm working on I won't need a full
What do you
pound
get?
for.
What was I rolling with?
Survival.
Survival. Seven.
So as you go to try and remove them, you're almost like you grab it and then you're pulling too hard and it just rips the top off, and then they instantly stop glowing, almost as if you killed the root. You pulled them before they were ready.
Don't worry about it. I've got some extra. The spell that I'm working on, I won't need all of them here. Take half.
If you take a bite of them, you can tell which ones are really glowing.
Which ones of them are really glowing?
All of them.
So as you guys look around, Nil, you especially notice that light coming from almost the end of the tunnel is almost more vibrant, more
We go to the light.
almost like the bright white light at the end of the tunnel.
We should follow the light.
Well, I don't really think there's another path.
Perfect.
No secret paths or anything.
You could sure try and find one.
Just
Make an investigation check.
search for
So,
traps.
so while you're looking for these mushrooms, you're also trying to look for traps, and you almost get too distracted while you're looking and harvesting the mushrooms, and it just seems like a cavern wall. You guys are making your way through the next into the next.
Yep, we're going.
If I cast a fairy fire on you, how cool would it look right now?
No, please don't. Find that out by casting fairy fire on whatever it is we're about to encounter.
Why are we encountering something?
That was the point.
We are definitely not here for mushrooms.
Then what are we doing?
Walking. So,
What
okay.
everybody else wants us to do.
I'm
So.
gonna go towards the very vibrant, pretty light.
So as you make your way towards this cavern, and you appear in through the other side, and this bright white light is emanating from a small room on the other side. And you look, as you peer through this cavern door, it's weird. You look through, and the rocky cavernous damp floor that you've been trekking across until now turns into a smooth paved stone floor.
Like man-made?
Yes. And as you're looking in, you see almost as if you're inside a a room that is made of bricks. You see the well-crafted masonry all over the walls, and you see the very well smooth paved stone floors going throughout. And as you enter in, you see off to your left a small room in the distance that is dimly lit by a couple candles. And you see a table there with what appears to be some sort of objects laid across it. And peering in through the next room, you notice the different vines that have been the different vines that you have noticed throughout Djinnrun here. You notice that they are also in this next room. There are vines all over the floors, and in the center of the room you notice a massive white crystal.
Like what we saw previously?
Yes, but much bigger.
Okay.
Much bigger.
Also not. Is there like a stronger light coming from any direction? Like
The light is
something?
definitely coming from the crystal.
Coming from the crystal?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm assuming you guys are behind me.
yes.
Yeah. So as you guys all start passing through this cavern door, and you notice this, what are you guys doing?
Where in the
I
crystal?
step in front of Avaria. She's actually.
Yeah, no, we've been over this. Bad idea.
Wait, I'm looking at
Okay,
that.
so just so we know the marching order here, we know that Nil and Tofin are up front. You can only, this doorway, if you guys are passing through, there's enough that you guys can kind of spread out. It's probably about a 20 by 15 room, and it breaks off into this small little room on the other side where that table is located.
I was already thinking of that.
Go climb what?
Nothing!
The crystal.
And as you guys are Tofin, you particularly just make a general perception check for me.
What?
Damn. Yeah. He found it.
25.
You in particular, as you're going through or paying attention to these vines that are running throughout the room, you notice that some of them began to wilt and turn brown and started to fade away.
Fucking moving.
Like as he entered, or they're
They already have.
okay.
You stinky bitch.
Can I put two and two together and assume this is because of?
Most likely.
Were the vines leading somewhere?
They're all leading directly towards this crystal. They all kind of encompass on the center of it and lead upwards and start running up the walls and into the ceiling. And as you almost look in, you peer up and you're looking at the ceiling, you notice that the ceiling is just made of dirt.
Just this, is it like bare? Other than
In that room, yes, that is the room in front of you guys. There is a room to the left that is dimly lit by a few candles on the wall and a few different torches. And there is a small, or not small, but there is a large table kind of strewn about that has what appears to be some different items laying across the top of it.
Is there not a door leading to the other room?
There's doors leading to each room.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's no door; they're just open.
They're open. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I meant. Like you can see into them.
Yes, you can see into them.
I'm gonna go take a look at this table and see what kind of
I agree.
I would
whatever
look at the
methodology was being used in here.
crystal. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go look at the
Same, I'm going to the crystal with him.
Okay, 2 onto the crystal.
I do want to touch it, in case that triggers anything.
As I see these people start heading towards the crystal, I'm going to go chaperone.
Okay,
Wow.
crystal. Yes.
The 19-year-old's gonna go chaperone.
You make a move for the crystal when he grabs you.
Guys,
while
don't
you touch
cross
it.
talk.
These torches,
Yes.
they're burning?
They are burning.
As in someone else was down there before us.
Were there ever burning?
Or currently around, yes.
I mean, who put the crystal here? That's the real question.
Cress is just gonna sit back and watch and see if anything weird happens.
Are you staying in the center room, or are you breaking off into one of the other rooms with the group?
Center room.
Okay. So you're just kind of staying, are you just trying to kind of keep both groups in view from kind of where a good vantage point there? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it's crystal.
So, you three start making your way to the crystal. Where are you going?
I'm gonna call cavalry.
Okay, so you two are going into this other room.
My intention was just to peer from the doorway. I can see the tools,
Sure,
strung out as they are.
you
I
look,
just want to make a make of what, if anything, was being worked on here.
you peer into this room and you see this massive table, and now that you've gotten a little bit closer, you notice that there is some sort of massive weapon laid across this table. It appears to be, and it's massive. It's something that no mere human could actually wield.
Yeah.
Like, it almost looks too big for Cress or Zaros to even wield. And as you're taking a look at it, it's broken in places. You notice that the end of it appears to be some massive glaive or polearm. The end of it is broken and laid off to the side where the blade is. And there is just a massive hilt or staff half that is broken. And in the center, you notice there is a skeletal hand where it looks as if it was ripped from the person as they were trying to wield it.
I recognize the make of this weapon.
Make a intelligence check for me.
Yeah. Ooh, that's not so great. It is a 12, I believe.
Looking it over, you can't exactly tell the make of this
It's just
weapon.
intelligence, right?
Yeah, just intelligence.
Okay.
You can't exactly tell the make of this weapon. It appears to be, when it was whole, it would have
Bless you.
appeared to have been very well crafted, and it would have been a very ornate-looking weapon. This massive glaive has a gemstone in the center of its blade on the very top, and on its part that holds the blade at the bottom where the small little hilt would have sat, there is almost golden engravings, like small little vines that have little leaves that kind of accent the piece going up the sides.
Well, that's enough. We need to stick together. I think.
I will take skeletal hand off of it.
You're approaching it?
Yeah, I'm approaching it.
Okay, so you walk your way up and you see the skeletal hand gripped tightly around the staff portion of this weapon.
I'm just gonna take off and wave it.
Make a strength check to try and pull it off.
That's 6!
Whatever strength or power that's being had when this weapon was ripped from it, it still is holding on tight, even from the grave. You cannot get this hand off of this weapon.
You need to keep the hand. Aesthetic.
Swing the
Use it
hand.
as a handle.
Lift it.
You can lift the. You could lift the staff. It is extremely heavy. It feels very heavy in your hands.
I'm just gonna take it out to the group.
Okay.
Guys, I found something! Who wants it?
What is it?
You are only carrying the staff, not the blade.
That's fine.
You could try and carry both.
Did you find a
What
stick?
do I need to roll?
Another strength check.
18, 19, 21.
Okay, you gather up the pieces of it. They are, again, extremely heavy to you. And as you're pulling it out, it feels, it almost feels overburdening to you to be carrying it.
Someone who wants this! I found presents!
Tell me,
Oh,
what
boy.
does it do? Why is she dragging it?
You wanna lift it?
Not in particular. It has a
Good.
hand
So-
on it still.
You guys are going to touch the crystal, are you not?
Oh yeah, but I mean, I would have assumed I saw this.
You would have saw her going that way. Were you waiting to see what she was doing, or going just straight into the
I'm
crystal?
assuming we heard her yelling and
Okay.
dragging it back, but
Sure.
after we had been in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
room
yeah,
doing
yeah,
stuff
Sure.
with Crystal.
So as you guys almost get up to the crystal and Zeros, you're about to touch it, you guys hear Avaria yelling out. So you guys turn around to go check out what she's doing. Are you going with?
Sure.
I
Okay.
put my hand on the crystal.
Okay.
Sweet fuck.
Just
Good God.
How?
cauliflower.
So as you touch it, there's almost almost like if a flicker of a light, like that small blip. It just, and then a almost wave of white energy emanates from it.
How much of that is the mushroom?
There is quite a bit of it as the mushroom at this point, and the mushroom is only intensifying the light at this point, though.
Okay.
And this wave of light just emanates throughout the whole room. And as you guys are looking, you see almost as if the room went from being dimly lit to almost blindingly lit for a second, and then it dims back again.
You guys see that?
What?
Can't see anything right now.
Hang on. I'm gonna take my hand off and put it back on.
Nothing happens, but what you guys do here is, or what you feel, is almost as if a small gust of wind comes flowing through back from the caverns. You can hear, almost get the sense of that musty, wet, damp smell as it comes bringing back through. And you guys watch as a small little cup is being carried by this wind. And it comes and sets it down right in front of the crystal. And then all of a sudden, a blue swirl starts to come out of it. And what stands before...
One cup?
Huh?
Just one cup.
Just one cup.
Okay.
No, it's just one cup. And almost a blue swirl of energy starts to come out of it, almost like a small little tornado. And before you see this massive blue man with a white beard, bald head, glowing blue eyes. What? He wears a massive bronze belt around his waist with a glowing red gem in the center. A glowing red gem in the center of it.
Hey, Papa Smurf.
Oh, well, you've made it. I was wondering when you guys would pay a visit.
Anybody know this guy?
No.
No.
The Papa Smurf. I have something. I don't like it. Come take it.
I've been
I don't
keeping
think
an eye on you guys, although I am surprised Kalaya broke her bond for such a motley crew.
Did I drink out of you at one point?
I am not made of water.
I didn't say you were. I still didn't touch the stuff myself.
No, no one has touched my chalice.
That's a shame.
Shut the fuck up. My God.
Oh, God. So, you guys came. What are you looking for? Why are you in my home?
This is your home. Is this your crystal?
Correct. That is how I provided Kalaya with her power.
Aha, so that's your stick. Not a
It was
pun.
not mine. It was
Whose stick
another.
was it?
It was another's.
You stole it?
Wait. Let's
Let's
ask
say-
simple questions.
let's
Is
say
it the guy
trade.
that's holding it still? Not her, the one with the hand.
No, it was traded to me. You see, I make bargains. It was traded to me, and I provided a service.
What you
What
give them in
kind of
return?
service?
Oh, I do not divulge such things.
Me either. But why are you following him?
Who said I was following you?
You
You
said
came
you've
to
been-
my home.
You said you've been watching us for a while, and we've only been down
As
here
you
for about
entered,
20 minutes.
as you entered my town, I watch all that come into my domain.
Well, I've only been here for about 30 minutes.
Oh, you've been here for a few days, good sir.
What?
Physically, maybe.
What makes this your town?
Kalaya and I made a pact. I run the town and do with it as I see fit, and I provide her the power of immortality.
What is it that you see fit for this? Doesn't seem very prosperous.
I grow bored sometimes. I like to have fun.
That one of those people are gone?
Who should say?
I should say. That's...
Do people carry your cup, or are you doing that?
I move the cup, or I should say my servant does.
You have a servant?
So somebody else is moving the cup.
I do, and he snaps his fingers, and almost like a sand-like figure from the wind starts coming, and a sand-like figure forms, and there's this shifting wind elemental in front of you guys holding a chalice.
So I'm like, oh, Nil asked such
two
stupid
of
questions,
you.
but now we know exactly there's
Well,
two
one
of
cup.
them.
He carries the cup.
Sorry, it was right there.
So, why the crystal?
Oh my fucking God.
Kalaya said she needed the power of immortality and the power to protect her forest. I brought it into being. This is her power.
You can just
Although,
crystals.
I can do many things.
I mean, same, but I can't do that. Are you wanting something from us?
I want nothing from you. It is what I could provide you. What do you want from me?
I can think of a lot. That's not really my style, but...
Sorry, we've been quite rude. Can I ask your name?
I have no mere mortal name. I'm from another realm, we should say.
These mushrooms are great.
Oh, you like?
Yes.
I brought them from another place.
He's a good man.
What is this other place? Where you're from?
I come from another plane of existence.
Okay.
A place known as the astral plane.
Do I know anything about this? Or what
Make a
possible
history.
entity
Make
this
a
could
history
be?
check.
Natural 20, 23.
I hate you so much.
You would recognize this from your or would recognize this as the genie.
I don't think that's how that works.
The cup, then.
Rub is jealous, bro.
Just
Rub is jealous.
I'll race you.
Oh, Christ.
So do you give... Wait, you probably didn't relay that information.
Sure didn't.
Yeah, never mind.
So
Kind
can
of
I
right in
just
front
have
of me.
this? Fine.
We could make a bargain. Well, it is mine.
But realistically, you abandon it. So
It was
at this
in
point,
my home.
It becomes finders keepers.
That's...
Because your home is underground, that really doesn't work too well. It's not
I
like
don't
that's
think
a
maritime law
home.
applies to underground, but I'm high, so
We
I don't
did go
know.
through some water.
That's true. That's true. So...
But no, I don't think it applies.
never mind.
Okay, so how do I get this hand off of here?
If you can remove it, be my guest, but it is still mine.
The hand or the
Be
sword?
so ever worthy. Remove
The hand.
All right, Cress, I need your help. I need you to remove the hand off of this. Whoever's worthy. I apparently am not.
They just like double team.
I think you muted them. Oh, never mind.
What's Cress need to roll?
She needs to make a strength check.
On Cress!
This should go
I have
well.
so many inspirational slots, but it's just not worth it.
19. You go to try and remove the hand, and again, you can almost hear it crackling as it tries. You try to remove it from it, but it will not budge.
It's the
Alright, Cress, you are not
the
worthy.
skeleton, not the stick. Skeleton
Yeah, so
can't
what's the
be
deal with the white Aether?
Like I said, Kalaya needed some power. And judging from you, you understand that white Aether provides power.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where is Cress in reference to the blue dude?
You are still within that center room, almost like looking. He's directly in front of the crystal, and you're looking almost down the hall at him.
Okay, before she approaches, Cress is going to cast. Wait.
We never
Okay, while she's far enough away to where it would be more difficult to notice her, Cress is going to cast. She can see the crystal, right?
Correct.
Zone of Truth on the crystal.
So what are you casting? Sorry.
Zone of Truth.
Okay.
On the crystal?
It's
like, what's the save?
Yes.
Within a 15-foot radius sphere, needs to make a 15 charisma save.
If we're within the sphere.
So, yes.
That is a 22.
Damn. Well, everyone else also needs to make this save.
Oh, how close? Sorry.
15-foot radius
15 foot. So
30-foot area
from the
total.
sphere.
both of you, Zeros, you said you were making your way back, so you're probably not within 15 feet.
Charisma, yeah.
Fuck.
Am I part of that troop as well?
No, because you were looking at the thing with her. You were starting to make your way back. They had already gone up to the crystal.
I would imagine we kind of all corralled, but that's okay.
I mean, if you'd like to make the save, you can.
Oh, you know, fuck it. I figure I would stand near my friends. I'm not about to get slashed.
That's fine. Go for it. If you think you would have moved up, then yeah, go. You can make the save.
Yeah. No, it's a big 8.
Okay.
I guess I failed.
18.
17.
Okay, so you were the only one that failed.
Cool. So now I have to tell the
Cress
truth.
also failed.
Oh, Cress, but you're not within 15 feet.
She was approaching.
Oh,
after
okay.
casting.
Gotcha. Okay. So Cress and Kelric both fail. Zone of truth. So I believe you are not allowed to speak a lie. Is that correct?
Let's go find out.
Yes, but you can avoid speaking.
Right.
Do I know that it's happened to me?
I believe so.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
You're
at least
aware
she
of the
does.
An affected creature is aware of the spell.
There we go.
Right.
Well,
But I don't know where it came from.
that was a cute trick. I too have some tricks.
Cute trick.
As it is.
I am indeed familiar with this white aether, but that crystal would provide more power than almost anything else I've ever seen.
Well,
Is that
it
what
is.
immortality costs?
There is a price. She gains immortality. I gain other things,
Yeah, control, I'm sure.
among
Um,
others.
Now that the immortality is gone,
Ah, yes. She broke her bond, so I severed our connection. I severed her connection.
what's your plan with all this power now?
Who should say? Would you like it? We could make another bargain.
I would very much like to see this crystal sequestered away from people who would use it for ill.
Well, I could simply snap it out of existence if you would like.
What do we have to do?
We could make a bargain. What can you offer?
I mean, a lot. I don't want to.
I have
We have a
many
horse.
things.
Hey! No!
Technically, we have a few if the other one's still alive.
That's true. We actually have 3 horses. Probably.
I only saw you enter town with 0, and you stole another that belonged to me.
And how's that different than your
Whoa,
stick?
whoa, whoa, whoa!
I'll tell you.
You
what.
neglected it!
I do not dabble with what the
We don't-
mortals
we
do
don't-
with their
So it
pets.
doesn't belong to you!
It is in my town. It belongs to me.
Well,
I'm in your town and I don't belong to you!
Yet.
This is,
Oh, yeah, right.
This isn't Missouri.
Never heard of this Missouri.
Good for you.
I want to throw a javelin at her.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus,
Do I
that's
see
all
this
I hit.
happening?
Roll to hit.
God, kid.
What the fuck?
It's a whole person.
What'd you roll?
I'm high. I probably can't do anything.
I didn't hit. That was 7.
Kills us.
7.
At least we like
So as you
it.
toss your javelin, he shifts out of the way, and it just ting off this crystal. And you guys can go ahead and roll initiative then.
Off the crystal.
Oh my
That's
fucking
standing
god.
Love you guys!
Balls.
Just shut up. This is like
Oh,
your best friend.
no!
I know, but I lost. I
Trash.
gave away my extra +5.
That's your own fucking fault. God
Oh,
damn.
it's fine.
I'm rolling like garbage.
Don't forget your thingy, Cress.
Cress has not attuned to it yet.
Shit.
Can't wait to do a lot of half damage.
You guys excited?
That's a word.
Excited?
Don't forget about your glyph of fate, no.
Does somebody want this weapon?
It's too big for any of us to use, according to Matt, so...
It's also in 2 pieces.
Oh,
It has
God.
a hand attached to it.
It's my new friend.
Well, fuck me, I suppose. Nice.
Ooh, look at them stalagmites. They aren't stalactites, but they're stalagmites.
Stalagmite die in this fight.
Uh-huh.
You're welcome.
Me too, man.
Fucking real.
I forgot about the sand, dude. Also, what the fuck?
See? Everyone's like, Nil asked dumb questions. Now we know there's 2 motherfuckers. That guy was invisible until like 3 minutes ago. Oh shit, I'm in the front.
Yeah, we're both right there.
Hello,
Level 3 in.
Hi, sweet baby.
I'd say that, but we're most of you.
Cress also came up with you.
Oh, we're fine.
Avaria, you threw a javelin from the back.
She's at least good at
Yeah, I did.
or
Zeros,
attacked.
you were also next to Avaria, were you not?
I think so.
Karlik, you also said you were up with them, correct?
I was somewhere near the middle or front, yeah.
Okay. And you guys, for some reason, picked up the giant glaive, so we will put it over here and Avaria will drop it there.
Me in 3 turns.
Say.
And I will roll for these two.
He's cheering us on.
My job.
Alrighty. So, and I should have adjusted that camera. You can't really see the front, but good enough.
I can fuck with it if you want.
No, we'll leave it. 20. I don't think anyone's gonna run all the way back to the waterfall. If we do, then we'll
Well,
adjust
now
it.
that you said that.
20 to 25.
23.
Still.
It would have been a 28.
15 to 20.
19.
Let's see. And then we have. All right, 10 to 15.
13.
Oh, sorry, I'm on 11.
Oh, okay.
Also not paying attention, apparently.
You roll better than your Cress.
What you got, Chris? 4.
6! Woo!
Hey, you guys did better than the wind elemental. What's what we got?
Wait, what?
What?
He's talking about the crystal, clearly. It's me, guys. Surprise, my backstory. I'm a window.
Alright, top of the round, Tophin, you have watched a javelin come flying over your shoulder from the back, and this massive form of this blue man in front of you shifted out of the way, and it bounced off the crystal. Nil, you're up next, so yeah, figure out what you're doing.
Well, I guess we're doing
What's
this.
next?
Yeah.
I want to run that way, towards the other table, and like around the wall.
So you would like to run, you're going to take a back attack of opportunity.
Yep, away,
Okay.
not near him,
5,
like
10,
on the wall.
15, 20. So 25 gets you right up against the wall. He's going to go ahead and make his attack of opportunity against you.
That's intimidating!
That's what I was thinking while I described it.
I wish I had an Aladdin song prepared now.
He's going to make an attack at you with his scimitar. 20 to hit?
Nope, misses. No,
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
okay.
Did you hear that?
What?
This guy's got a motherfucking scimitar.
Oh my god.
Steal it.
13 points of slashing damage. So as you are running by, he takes a scimitar and just carves up the side of your body.
And while I'm running, how tall is the ceiling in this room?
The ceiling in this room is roughly about 20 feet tall before it hits dirt.
Dope. While I am running by, I'm gonna kind of just pat Cress on the shoulder and be like, "You got this," and cast
You're it.
enlarge.
Sure you can. So as she enlarges, this column is just completely busted out, and she takes an enlarged form.
She big.
She is that.
That's what's mine.
D4.
Advantage on strength checks and saving throws, and a D4 on all attacks.
You know,
Extra damage.
it really bothers me that the glaive is a fucking printed item.
Why?
Cause like,
Yeah, that means it's important.
it's gonna like pop up behind us or some shit.
Did you notice that there's even a hand on it?
The skeletal hand just starts like hopping.
There is actually a hand on it.
Okay.
Welcome, guys.
All of a sudden, my
Jesus.
leg starts twirling in mid.
Yeah, just like, god damn it. Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay, I want to move in that corner, right there, that little space.
Okay.
I'm assuming I don't get it.
You do not.
Thank God. Fairy fire.
On both of them, dex
Oh
saves.
fuck yeah.
Purple and Cyan twists out of his hand and he forces a 1 on the genie saving throw.
Boom.
Easy enough. Sane elemental rolled a natural.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Gotcha.
It's so pretty.
And me and Nil are both concentrating now.
Correct.
That might have changed the whole course of this combat.
Hope so.
Can only hope so.
You had Cress roll a 4.
All right. Oh, before your turn, I forgot.
Shit.
At the top
You
of
said I was next.
no at turn 20, the lair action will go off, and I need I need all of you to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh boy.
This might have changed what you were able to do. What you got?
8.
8. That is a failure. You are blinded.
Shit. I know where they're at.
You could have probably still guessed. That is a failure. You're blinded.
16.
That is a success.
24.
That's a success.
21.
Success. Cress, what you got?
22.
You got a success. So
Oh Christ.
you two are both blinded.
Oh,
You two are both
fuck.
blinded, and
Too late now.
Yeah.
you're both blinded until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
All right, now it is the genie's turn. He's gonna look around. I was wondering if it would come to blows. It's been a while since I've had some fun.
Oh, honey.
He's gonna turn and look at Cress, who's enlarged right in front of him, and I think you'll be my first playmate. And he's gonna take 2 scimitar attacks at you.
Holy shit, he's got 2?
I'm assuming he's just going.
Well, that's not as cool.
That is a 27 on the first one, and a 13 on the second one.
First one hits.
That is 13 points of slashing damage. So as he go ahead and you sees this enlarged crest in front of him, he just takes his blade, starts carving it, and swings at you. That brings us to Zeros' turn, and Kellic, you're on deck.
Yeah.
I have 2 attacks now, right?
Correct.
Sure, yeah.
3 attacks,
yeah, I'm just-
technically.
Huh? Yeah.
Hit him with the butt.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna try hitting the genie.
Okay, you're gonna run up and try and hit him?
Yeah.
Okay, so you charge at him with your glaive.
Advantage.
Oh, yeah.
Very
Yep.
hard.
You are correct.
Very pretty. He's all blue.
You can't see it because you're blind.
Okay. 21 to hit.
I just
21
see, like,
hits.
colors.
Okay, 8 damage.
8 points of slashing damage. Alrighty. You can go ahead and hit again.
Yep, hit again.
Alrighty.
17 to hit.
17 is his armor class. You just hit.
Okay, 7 damage.
Got it.
And then,
With the butt,
yeah.
still get advantage.
16.
16 barely misses. So 15 points of total damage. So you go ahead and you charge up after seeing him take these slices of crest, and as he does, you come up and bring your glaive and just shove it right under into his rib cage. And as you pull back out, you take another one and slash almost up his chest. And as you bring the butt around, it just barely misses as he pulls out of the way. Kelrick, you're up.
I have any idea if this creature would be considered humanoid?
Make a history check.
I'll take it. This might not be so good. History is 16.
16. You would know that he is not humanoid.
Shies up. Okay. Well, that changes some things. Yeah, I'll pull out Harbinger's Call and backing up through my friends, if I can squeak past Avaria and on the other side of the wall there, I will take a shot just as I rescind
Gotcha.
with Harbinger's Call. That's cocked, which is great because that was almost a natural 1, and it's actually a natural 1, so that misfires.
Yep.
I'm going to use my bonus action. 1 second. I've never misfired before. To reaction to make. Oh, You know what? I'll just leave it to misfire. I won't spend my reaction on it.
Okay. Yeah. So as you go ahead and you pull out the gun, you're coming around the corner. You go ahead and you pull to take your shot. I believe you had thunder damage loaded, correct?
Lightning.
Lightning damage. So as you go and you go to pull the trigger, and just lightning shoots out of it all at the front of your face, and it starts sparking all over the place. And then you're looking at it and you're like, oh, this is gonna take some time to get fixed.
Yeah.
And go ahead and you set it aside for now.
That's my turn.
All right. That brings us to.
Oh, if I can wrap around further, obscuring myself entirely.
You have 10 feet of movement,
Sure.
so you want to get there?
Well, I'll just kind of squeak another 5, just so I can't see anything directly.
Sure. All right. Avaria, you're up. Cress, you're on deck.
Shiza.
Alright, I'm gonna
Can I change things?
Yeah, what would you like to do?
Bolt,
Remain line
level
of sight.
2, second level.
Manage.
Might be.
That one, you can see basically everyone from right there.
Gotcha.
That's a natural 20.
Nice.
What are you, guiding bolt, you
Guiding
said?
bolt.
On the Djinn or the...
Djinn.
Okay.
Genie, definitely genie. Hold on. Okay. That's 27 to hit. Does that hit?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Didn't you say it was a natural 20?
Yeah.
That's what I
That's a
heard.
crit. Why do you even ask if it hits?
It's a genie.
6,
There's a
7,
genie.
8, 9, 10.
I will give somebody
13,
2
that's
gold to go around
14.
this man's
Double.
cup.
So that's 28.
28 points of damage? Did you double it?
I
Yes,
did double
that's
it.
double.
Okay.
Wait a second. Hang on.
Yeah, it's just 46 doubled.
Hang on.
And you get
A radiant, a
Yep, and the next-
attack roll made against target for the turn
has advantage, but it already has advantage as a fairy fire, but yes. So 24 points
Yeah.
of radiant damage. 1 second while I do math. So as you go ahead and you see Kelric running behind you, and as you hear his gun misfire and the lightning starts shooting out all over the place, you're looking around and you almost panic a little bit from the sound of the thunder emanating from behind you, and you release a bolt of guided energy through out your palm towards the genie. And as you do, you guys all see this massive, almost blue sheen crystal of ice shoot through the air and impact itself on the genie. And as it does, these glitters of ice start to illuminate him and make him glow.
Am I able to do a bonus action?
You are. And you can also move if you'd like.
I don't want to move. I want to do my bonus action.
That's fine.
As my spiritual weapon.
Okay, you're summoning your spiritual weapon.
Yep.
Where would you like it to be?
Okay. I want him up right with the genie.
Sure. You go ahead and when you guys look, and you notice the familiar sight of the massive bladed snowflake summoned in front of this massive genie. Alrighty. Crest, you're up.
Cress is gonna get close and smack.
You're already right up on him.
Advantage.
Smack.
Yeah, you have advantage.
At advantage, yes. For the third time. I'm
And
gonna
add a d4 for damage.
send her another picture.
$23 to hit.
23 hits.
Divine Smite.
Waiting
Yes.
for it.
Level 2.
Yes! Good.
Big smoke. Smoked in.
Prepare them to be smoked in.
Bunch of d8s. And some other dice. And a d4.
1100 damage. Okay, thanks.
Now we play the game of Paladin figures out what dice they roll and does the math to add them up.
Wait, we were playing Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Buff the
Topin, you'll be up after
My
the wind
goodness.
elemental after Crest, so just get ready for your
What
turn.
wind elemental?
The sand one?
Yeah.
7 points of slashing damage. 15 points of radiant damage. Gonna take
We have a magic cup.
bonus action to.
Use the butt.
Oh, wait
You have a
second,
second
I get
attack.
Extra attack.
You do.
Yes!
Did you remember your D4 from being large?
Yeah.
She said yes.
Oh, I forgot about that. I didn't hear your answer.
Yeah, you're fine. We're blowing through this guy.
Crest Lorge.
Does 21 hit?
I fucking
21.
hope so.
Yeah, 21 hits.
Otherwise I'm leaving.
Divine Smite.
Yeah.
fucking paladins, man.
5 points of slashing damage.
Bludgeoning
13 points
damage.
of radiant.
Oh wait, no, this is never mind. This is your second hit. So 5 slashing. What?
No, this is not my second hit in that way, and Braves are slashing.
Okay.
What was the radiant?
13.
13. Got it.
And then reaction. Because Cress gets 2 hits at level 5, and then her reaction.
Bonus action.
Her bonus action.
Yeah, that thing.
I was like, what are you reactioning on your turn?
For the past 2 hours.
You're fine.
You scared yourself while attacking.
24.
Jeez.
Hit.
Yeah, that hits.
What the hell?
We set everybody up. And then he's fucking blind.
What'd you do?
Divine Smite again.
Okay.
Just close my eyes and enjoy the colors.
Cress is friggin' smite machine tonight.
Yeah.
Good. Two of us are
I get to reroll that bad boy. 5
Sorry.
points of bludgeoning,
That's fine.
and 8 points of radiant.
How much of radiant?
8.
8.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
That would laid me the fuck out.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
was like 50 points.
The Djinn's looking a little hurt.
Oh, just a little. Okay.
A little.
Good to know.
She'll get it in the turn.
He took a good chunk of help there. All right. At the end of Cress's turn, that is the wind elemental's turn. No, I'm deciding what the wind elemental wants to do.
Coward.
No. The wind elemental, seeing how much Cress did and seeing his master getting blown up, is going to fly and occupy the same space as Cress. And Cress, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
She is
You have
large.
advantage.
She is large. Dude.
I know.
Okay. I don't know if that helps.
It's what he would do.
17.
17, you succeed, but you will still take damage.
Oh no, I meant like game elements large.
Like if it can actually do it.
Yeah. Wind element's the size of her thigh right now.
Like a
You will take 15 points of bludgeoning damage halved to 7 as this wind elemental comes up and almost
Damage.
twists and warps his body and forms a small miniature whirlwind around you.
Cress is kind of looking like she's batting away a fly.
And as he's like batting away at you, it's
It gets everywhere.
yes. I was gonna say it, but
Sorry.
sorry, D.
It's a bar.
it's okay.
When I die, I'll reroll a silent class.
Matt's over there like plus 10 HP.
Only 10?
Adds a 0.
Matt's just sitting here.
Been
Topher,
there,
you're
done
up.
that.
Tophen, you're up. Nil, you're up after the lair action.
Bullshit. Wait, what?
After the lair action.
It's every time.
At turn 20 every time.
That's how layer actions work. Yeah.
I don't like that.
Cast command to stop the layer. I will continue to use my new things and tap into my divine bloodline.
Gotcha. So you go ahead and you guys watch as Tophen almost concentrates for a second on himself, and there's almost, as you guys look at his feet, there's grass starts to grow below his feet, and small little flowers start to pop up out of the stones, and these vines almost around you all begin to glow and react to his power. And as it does, he reopens his eyes, and you guys notice that his eyes almost have a green sheen to them, as if they're almost glowing now.
Pretty sure it's chalking up to the mushroom.
Just
Well,
became
you
a hot
can't
boy.
see it.
That's true. I'm blind as fuck.
Pretty much
also
just when
can't
like
see shit.
Broly said is Super Saiyan.
I'm just high and I feel the grass underneath my toes.
I roll to the back of the, like, go like 40, 50 feet to the back of the chamber or something like
Sure.
that.
Roll a d6 for me. Are you like following along the wall?
Yeah, I'm like,
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
So you go ahead and. Oh, are you doing full movement?
I mean, my full movement's 60 feet. I'm assuming I
Yeah,
don't.
and I forget. Yeah.
So
So yeah, that's 20 there.
that works. Then I just fire where I assume big guy is.
Okay, so roll just straight roll because there's
Yep.
still.
22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
So dumb.
11 points of piercing damage.
11 points of piercing damage.
Yep. And then,
Fairy Fire's a little stupid.
It usually doesn't work.
then actually I will use,
Thanks to a certain person.
because I can bonus action cantrip,
I paid for it
can.
when I missed
I
one.
will use Divine Clash.
Okay.
I'm assuming it scales like normal cantrip.
Yeah.
Shit. 10.
Does not hit. So you go ahead and you reach out and you reach your hand out and almost try to focus on the energy in the air and try to collapse the air pressure around where you think they are, and just you hit a piece of the crystal and shards of the Aether start to fall to the ground.
What is this little... Where'd my thing go? What's this thing?
It looks to be a staircase leading upwards from what you noticed.
I run like 2 steps up
Okay.
and stop. I mean, I am, but I just keep following the wall.
found the fucking
and then I
steps?
find stairs.
Yeah, basically. So at turn 20, the lair action is going to go off.
Am I
and
unblind now?
at the end of your turn, you become unblind. But the crystal, again, is going to almost emanate. And now I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Can I see the crystal?
Uh,
That's my question to you.
actually, Kelric, you will not.
Okay.
You're just out of sight of it.
Remember your glyph, glyph fate. Yeah.
Does it affect me in the staircase?
Yes.
Bullshit. I can't see you.
You just got your
20.
vision back and you're
20?
back in.
Yeah.
You will
You're
succeed,
like,
so
oh,
you will not be
staircase
blind.
goes black again.
I'm
God
blind.
damn it.
I'm blind.
What'd you get?
8.
You fail.
17.
You succeed.
I'm behind.
Oh, yeah, right.
line of
Cress,
sight.
16.
you succeed. Avaria, you are the only person who gets blinded, and this time the power from the crystal almost feels hot, and it burns you. 5 points of radiant damage to you, Avaria, and the rest of you take 2 points of radiant damage,
Four.
except for Kelric.
Glyph of faded.
What?
I take none.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I take none too, 'cause I'm high.
No.
My eyes
Well,
are
you would just take 1, because it's halved again.
Oh, yeah.
You're actually pretty low. We're underground.
Okay, dude.
Alright, now, Nil, you're up.
Alright,
That's
I'm
illegal.
gonna mind sliver the
Ooh, mine's over. Oh yeah.
the genie.
Okay, go ahead.
Alright. I did.
Oh, that's right, it's a
Intelligence
save.
saving throw.
It's the first time you've used it, okay.
It's not the first time, but it's like
This-
one of like 3. Yeah.
Okay, what's the save?
Intelligence
16.
Intelligence, what?
16?
16. That is a 21.
Well.
Nope. I do remember that much.
Yeah.
Any bonus actions? Or movement?
Inspire.
Pretty sure that would just be Avaria.
Pack it all on Cress.
Yeah, I'll inspire Cress.
Okay, what are you inspiring her with?
Yeah, I have this memorized, but like I'm too deep into my apple juice.
Pretty good apple juice, huh?
It really
It's just-
fucking
I'll turn the
is.
music off for a second.
It's really fresh. Like it's prime apple season.
It's really.
I don't want to.
Okay, hold up, wait a minute, all good, don't roll so low. Crew at his house, and we party every week or so. On the streaming show, we're the favorite though. That make me bounce around like you don't know that. If I will be here now. Now the kill is on. Got that inspiration. Cause I'm like a doctor. Bitch, why is you lying? Going down like a lion.
What?
Cause his casa su casa got him pimping like Strider. Got so high off the numbers, got him flowing low rider. God, this shit got so hard. Fucking lucky I'm a bard.
Alright.
Oh god. Okay, Cress, you take your die of inspiration.
What is it?
It is
D8.
D8 now, correct?
Yep.
Is it though? Is it?
That's a D8.
I think it's a D6 for that one.
Oh man.
That was pretty,
Wow, okay, I'm sorry they're not all bangers.
I do appreciate it.
Hey,
Jesus, like
I thought it was good. Alright, continuing now.
I'm Irish. They're all gonna be drinking songs.
It is now the genie's turn, and he is
Alright.
pissed at Cress.
Get over it, man. Oh yeah, that'll work.
Alright, Cress, I need you to make another strength saving throw.
Can I ask what it is that he's doing?
He is summoning a whirlwind around her.
Advantage.
Is it a spell? Is it a spell?
It is not.
That's fair.
What saving throw? Strength?
Strength.
21.
21. You still succeed. So you watch as, again, this Djinn forms another tornado. God, I can't talk. Tornado around the current tornado that is engulfing you from the sand elemental. And what's the? Oh, actually, there's no damage on this one. Okay. That is all. Then you resisted it, but there is now still a tornado swirling in that space. We'll just put something there. Do I know that it's there?
Says a nader.
Yes.
Saying if you're doing nader.
Zeros, you're up. Keller, you're on deck.
But Matt, we've lost the music.
We're from the Midwest. We watch tornadoes.
It's fucking true.
It's pretty true, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna attack the genie again.
Yep, go for it. You still have advantage.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. 1 second.
What?
You never made Constitution saving throw for me whenever you took damage
Oh.
for concentration.
Oh fuck.
It was 2 fucking damage.
Yeah.
It doesn't
You have
matter.
advantage.
Doesn't matter. You.
Whatever it's called.
18.
18, you're good.
11.
11, you're good.
So 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Jesus, man.
That's what I was thinking of.
14 damage.
14 points of damage. Man. Got a carbon into this guy.
Okay. Attacking again.
Yep,
24 to hit.
that hits.
13 points of damage.
Jeez. You gonna take your bonus action?
I'm gonna action surge.
Okay then.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Fucking do it, man.
Crit.
Go for it.
This is dumb.
24 damage.
Is that
I
double
rolled max
already?
damage.
You rolled max damage.
Jesus. Okay. Hold on, I gotta do some
I just
math
rolled a
here.
d10 and got a 10, a 9, and a 10. 3 attacks.
Oh, but hang on, you have a second attack.
You do.
Wait, it just gives you another action, doesn't
Yeah,
Which is
it's
two
another
attacks.
action.
One action is 2 attacks.
it? Okay, I'm attacking for a 4th time.
And then you get your bonus action attack on top of that.
Are you?
No.
Oh, I thought that was another crit.
That's close. I got 18.
18.
Well, 18 plus 7.
Yeah.
Okay, that one's only 8 damage.
Okay, how do you want to kill this genie? you just blew through the rest of his HP.
Starts twirling the glaive above his
Shove him back into cover.
What the fuck?
So as you start trying to shove him back into his cup, while as he limps away, his body disintegrates and almost a warm breeze fills the air and starts to flow out through the cavern.
Does anything happen to the elemental?
The elemental, it's still there. It does not look as hostile, but it is still there.
Okay.
What? You want what?
Air elemental. I want it.
Where did you go?
Air elementals are not a pet.
I mean, it depends on your class.
Not with that attitude, they're not. Not
Alright.
with that attitude.
Zeros, you have your bonus action, your movement. Are you doing anything?
Genie's dead.
I think you've done enough already.
It's their left.
If it doesn't seem hostile anymore, no, I'm done.
Yeah, he's just kind of, his eyes almost go, his eyes are still, his eyes almost fade from almost this red glow, or he's just shifting in the
Yeah,
air.
I'm gonna wait and see what he does. I'm not gonna
Bam.
attack it.
You probably don't want to be here anymore in the
Alright, so, but are you staying close to it though, just in case?
Yeah, I'll stay where I'm at.
Okay. If I can keep your character from staying up, all these vines keep making it hard. Alright, Kelrick, you're up. Are you doing anything?
Well, if I see what everybody else is seeing, I'd just like to size up if the creature's going to do anything.
Yeah.
If I see it starting to shift any particular direction, or if it looks like it's going to strike, or...
Sure, so as you guys are watching this, what you do notice is that the elemental is almost shrinking in size.
I just want to case the area around me and see if anything else is happening.
Looking around you, it doesn't appear if anything else is happening.
And glaive, like, right at my feet?
Yeah, it's just sitting there.
Okay. I'll hold the ray of frost in case that anything is hostile. I'll shoot it.
Sure. Okay. Avaria, you're up. What are you doing? Okay, you go to him.
Friendship.
One finger.
You extend your hand, and it looks to you, and as you're looking, again, it's continuing to shrink almost in size, and almost as if the wind around it is dissipating, and now there's just this small little sand creature laying there. Almost like a small salamander, like a miniature bearded dragon.
But it's made out of sand?
It is made out of sand.
Oh, shit.
Eat it up!
Okay, you pick it up.
Dead.
Just
You want to swap us back?
maybe air elementals are actually pets. We got a salamander sandman. Air elemental thing. Something like that.
And as you're looking, he's almost just runs in circles in your hand, and then almost nuzzles into you.
I shoot it.
You know, I gotta say,
Warhammer to your face.
If you can fucking
I gotta say, this has been a little bit frustrating, but that might be the happiest I've ever seen you.
Does this mean we can give the horse back?
There's no answer.
From what? Earth?
I presumed you were trying to talk to the genie,
But no!
because it was his according to him.
That's bullshit. He thought the world was his. He was wrong. We proved that. I'm gonna go pick up his cup.
Okay. Are you just picking up his cup, or are you looking for loot?
I would like to ask an important question for Nil. Is his scimitar still here?
The scimitar is not there.
Fuck!
Whenever it was made of, it was almost as if he summoned it.
He's broken. You
Should have made a deal with him.
I'm about to. I pick up his cup. Is there anything else on the ground?
Yeah, there's a few different things laying around in
Yeah,
the
but it
ground.
came out of a cup.
Fucking.
Make
we got the cup.
investigation check for me.
It's a cup. It's what are you gonna do with it? I don't know. Apparently, drink some booze out of it.
19?
19, sure. Let me pull it up real quick. I made a table for this one because this is the first time you guys are finding loot.
You pull a scimitar out of the cup.
Finally.
Is anyone helping him helm the search for the
Oh
loot
yeah,
throughout the room?
I would have easily helped with any sort of
Okay.
investigation stuff.
Would you like to re-roll with advantage, or would you like to roll separately?
Make sure I don't like.
He already got a 19.
I've got the +6. I'm a smart boy.
Oh yeah, you go for it. I'm not gonna get much higher.
Big 8.
It's like a mushroom.
I'm doing very good.
Okay, so yeah, between the two of you, easy enough. You guys start searching the room, and laying at the base around this crystal. Now that the vines have almost decayed and wilted away, you guys notice beneath them, and you start to pull them away. And after picking up this cup, you notice there. You find a pair, two pairs of almost fine silken gloves,
Dibs.
laying in what appears to be a massive pile of coin.
I don't really care.
You also find, laying beneath the cup or around the cup, that massive bronze belt that he was wearing is just ting ting landed and is just sitting there.
I'm gonna go
And
ahead
that
guess
gem,
I don't need that.
the gem in the center, the gem in the center is almost glowing. And
I need that.
while as these vines,
I don't need that. One of you all need that.
as you're both peering and pulling through these vines, Kelrick, you find something you have been searching for. You find a diamond, a small circular diamond.
Very good.
And as you guys are pouring through, you just find throughout this pile of coin and different jewelry and yes.
In my current state, am I able to move the vines at all? Tapping into some of that power.
You look over and he's just like.
I know
You
it's
make an Arcana check.
I know it's not explicitly
Yeah.
natural 20.
I watched it happen too.
What's the total?
23.
I laughed before he even said it. It's real.
You attempt to try and move the vines, and they almost you feel as if you can feel what they feel, and you could see what they see, and you try to move them, but you're
They whisper.
you're almost there, but you just can't get them to respond to you.
You can't get it up. Just doesn't react.
If I can see what they see, is there anything under them that they have not found?
As I was getting to, yes, as you look, you see below them a massive, very well crafted loot.
Oh! Dibs. Everybody back the fuck off.
Now Nil can get it up, and just did.
Just did. You motherfuckers are about to listen to Wonderwall 24/7.
I actually know a musician who might be interested in that.
Same.
Yeah, you're okay. Gotcha.
I strum it.
Okay. It's
We
a
all
very
die.
well crafted, well tuned loot.
These vines know how to jam.
They tuned it.
Just like
So,
sitting here with this loot glove slung over my shoulder.
on top of the pair of gloves that each of you found,
Wait, we each found a pair of gloves?
there
What?
were 2 pairs of silken gloves. You each found one.
I'm sorry, what am I missing? Okay. That's pretty good. That's so dumb.
I rubbed the cup.
Okay, you pick up this cup, and it's a very ornate looking brass cup with almost like silver lining going throughout it, and little like rubies and gems laid around the base. Feels as if it's a cup. So, what you also both find are 210 gold pieces.
Who needs gold?
Someone writing it down so I can keep going?
Yeah, somebody will.
Okay.
If I need to fuck my
150
pens.
Here, take this
153 silver
one.
pieces.
210 gold.
173 silver?
153 silver.
153.
153 silver pieces and 142
My bad,
copper
sorry.
pieces.
Who the fuck keeps 142 copper pieces? It's like somebody that keeps a jar of pennies.
Well, there's not exactly a bank in the town, so.
That's exactly what you found. Was a
And
jar of
whose fault
pennies.
is that? Mister can just like summon in a crystal? Maybe a bank.
You find a collection of ornate jewelry and jewels, different rubies and sapphires, different opals and various gems. You find bracelets and necklaces of varying sizes and shapes. And then you also found, Kelrick, you already, I'm assuming, added to your inventory the diamond worth 50 gold pieces.
I just recognize that I have it.
Yeah, okay.
I don't need to add it explicitly.
Yeah, you don't. You also found the loot, and you guys have Shelby's new pet, we'll call it.
I thought we were
And
talking
of
about
course,
skeleton hand.
the glaive that is at the broken glaive that is at the back hall.
I don't care about the glaive anymore.
As I sit here and sip my coffee, do I know what these gloves or loot do? Offhand? If anything?
You get the sense that, make an Arcana check real quick for me.
Fuck yeah.
I can figure out what they
Look
do.
me up, bookkeep.
I can definitely figure out what they do.
22.
22.
Yeah,
You get the sense that the silken gloves are not magical; they're just silken gloves.
that's fine.
There is a magical presence throughout the loot, although you cannot tell what it is.
Is it me?
What you guys also found when
Yes,
you were
you and
looking,
all of your humility.
when you were looking at the cup, you also saw that red gem, and you reached and grabbed and pried it out from the Djinni's belt.
Why did I do that?
Part of the loot?
Oh shit. What's it do?
Don't know. Maybe you ask your wizard.
You there, fine sir. I see you picked up this diamond.
Yeah.
Does this red diamond interest you?
I mean, I can take a look at anything you scrounge up, yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'll let you look at the diamond, and you also look at the sweet ass loot. Get it?
Do you want me to see what the loot does?
Yeah,
Oh,
kinda.
I forgot one other
Right.
thing. Sorry. No, that's fine. So you
okay.
hand him that. Kelrick, also while you were searching, you found a almost massive vial, but it's like huge and you're looking at it, and it's a blue liquid with almost looks as if there's a swirling miniature blizzard going throughout the blue liquid.
If you
Okay.
turn it upside down, does
It's
it
a
fall out?
genie
Would you like to
in
find
a
out?
bottle.
Well, if it's a blizzard, it shouldn't fall out.
He actually has it. Okay.
What the fuck?
That's quite the.
You guys can pass it around.
I'm gonna drink it.
I would like to point out
quite the
that
prob.
if I
Is
tip
that
it
edible?
over and it does fall out,
I doubt it tastes
it's
very
free.
good.
What is it made of?
It is Powerade food coloring and edible glitter.
He does not give a shit. He goes straight in. He's like, all right.
Actually, it's not that bad. It tastes like Gatorade.
Edible glitter.
Yeah.
Shits are gonna be
It turns into
Let's
a
not
fucking
drink all my
cheese.
prop now.
So if we drink the
was
entire
interested.
potion, if we drink the potion in the game, we have to drink the whole thing.
Wait,
right?
Yes.
shit.
Okay.
This is like
Yeah, it
Davy
just tastes like
Jones.
Powerade.
We drink the potion, we become the genie,
No.
stab the heart.
Oh no. I have short arms, I'm like a T-Rex.
Jesus Christ.
I already sent you a picture of it
I'm not
earlier
gonna
when I
lie,
completed
now that I
it.
think about it. I actually can't believe I drank that before you told me what it was.
Yeah, you were just like tilting it as you were getting the
I know,
description.
I-
Like, it could have been like ethyl alcohol, and you'd
I
be
don't
like,
know
okay.
that was it, you know, but sure, we'll go with that.
That's pretty cool. I'll put that front and center.
Extremely cool.
It's really cool looking, to be honest. That's
also
probably
tastes
why. I
So,
drink
you
it.
also
Yeah,
found that
it
potion.
does.
So, as you start identifying things,
I do.
the
I take out the pearl and set it
don't
between all of these items.
the first one you will have to get from a certain someone in order to identify it.
Mind if I see your little friend? I can figure out all the properties. No. This is all.
I will kill you.
I'm divining the nature
I
of
will
these.
kill you.
Thank you.
Fair
Hey,
warning, he's
I
my
take-
baby.
I take him and I kind of put him in the center. I'm guessing he's kind of spry, so I'm every once in a while readjusting him near
Sure.
the pearl.
So the first thing you identify is not on there. It is a elemental gem of fire.
Out of the belt?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
damn.
It's a standard
is
D&D
Edie
item.
keeping
You guys
on-
can look it up on D&D Beyond.
Is it the red corundium?
I believe that's the technical name, but if you just search elemental gem, and then it's red.
I was like,
Ah, I see. I'll do that later. Noted. So that's good. And then I'm guessing I'm taking some notes of what each of these do.
Yeah, you can take some notes, or just whoever passes them, they can just add them to their inventory.
So
They're
do
all
me a
D&D
favor if
Beyond.
you don't mind and see if anyone has anything they want to do, because that takes about 30 minutes and I need to do some reading.
wait, what is it?
He has to take about the next 30 minutes. Is there anything you guys would like to do in that 30 minutes while he identifies each of these? You can also attempt to identify the glaive if you'd like. It is not listed there. though.
That was on my list of things to do.
I'll play my loot.
Okay, you start playing it. Are you guys attempting to just take a short rest while he does this?
With the last round of my blazing speed, I would like to run up the stairs and see.
So as you run up to the top of the stairs, you almost get, you start to feel like, you know when you're out walking and it's going to rain, you get that one drop of water. Well, you look up as you almost get to the top and there's a small drop of water and then just a sheet of water. And you can see the sunlight on the other side of it, but there's that sheet of water there.
Can I go up with him?
Yeah, you can make your way up.
Is it a thick sheet of water?
You could peep into it and look.
Like, what am I like? Is it like a door of water?
It is like, so you're still
Or is
going
it
up
like
the
a
spiral.
hatch of water?
Oh, like a hatch right above you.
Okay.
So like you going up the spiral staircase and then all of a sudden you're looking up, there's just like,
Ceiling of water.
there's a ceiling of water. Okay. As you go up and out of the water, you find yourself in the fountain in the garden that is out back behind the inn of the Tinsley Corner, which I forgot to mention.
So you're right.
I was right.
What?
When you told me the stairs, I was like, "Fuck, that leads up to the inn, doesn't it? We went in the hard way."
I had a whole other battle map for the garden too. And I had a battle map for the inn, if for some reason you guys dragged him up to the inn.
Smart. Honestly.
I was like, he's gonna chase you down if you guys start combat, so I made the inn back there.
Was there a way out of it without starting combat?
You could have taken deals and he would have offered you things.
I was getting ready to start bargaining
He-
before you threw a javelin.
He was
at
ready
me.
to start making offers.
Calvik was about to make a deal to get rid of the Aether crystal.
But guys, you gotta think. We have a lizard now.
A slizzard.
Sand lizard.
We have a loot.
And a loot. I would have gotten sand lizard without
You would not have
the
gotten
javelin.
the loot without it.
Guess I
See? You're welcome.
jumped back
Thank
in
you.
the...
Okay, yeah, you start making your way back down, and as you do,
Just like jump
as
back down in
you
front of
start
me.
making your way back down, the blazing speed leaves you, and you just almost feel extremely out of breath as you take a point of exhaustion.
You're sinking, and very faintly you hear.
I take
So-
another point of exhaustion from hearing Wonderwall.
Ends
I'm
after.
DM. I'm assuming each of these is in D&D Beyond as well.
They are all listed in D&D Beyond, or they should be.
Okay.
I double checked before the
I
session.
kind of scoop up the little salamander-looking guy. Oh, this is actually kind of special. He's the demon Sands of Geisver. You can look it up in D&D Beyond if you want. Once you kind of form a connection, it'll protect you. Every time that you take damage, it will be reduced. And should, for some reason, you ever fall in combat and something tried to strike you, it will sacrifice itself for you.
Nice.
Yes.
Smart, honestly.
It's a pact. It's a pact that it forms. And it...
Why would you let it die?
Never mind. It's not
What
smart.
kind of husband are you?
Jesus.
You don't have to bond with it. It could just be a pet.
Explain to his wife why she has to re-roll a character.
I will.
What's better, your character dying or the pet?
My character.
Oh,
Jesus.
shit, I thought we were talking about the glaive.
I don't care about the glaive. I care about the lizard.
I'm high and
Well, there are two people that use glaives in this party that might have been pertained a little more to them.
Oh, I'm trying to offer it up at this point. I'm like, I
I'll
don't
take
care.
it.
I got a lizard.
What?
Yeah. Go ahead.
and I kind of pick up...
We're gonna see if you're worthy.
Go ahead.
Before Cress becomes small.
Well, you would have already shrunk, but yes.
I mean, it lasts for a minute.
a minute was a long time ago. This
I
was
mean,
30 minutes.
I know, but like my thing only lasts
I didn't say anything that
18
whole
seconds.
time.
I know. What was that?
I never
that's
said
pretty
I was
short.
doing anything.
Yeah, you're fine. What would you like to do before you get small?
Recast.
Try and freaking break the skeleton hand off again.
Go for it.
Advantage.
You have advantage.
That's gotta be rerolled. 16.
Unfortunately, you are unable to pull the skeleton hand off. Whatever deathly grip it had on this item or connection it had to this item, it refuses to let go even in death.
So we leave it on there for...
Can I try?
You sure can.
You let me. Cress, will you let me make an attempt at getting the skeleton hand off? Strength?
Yep.
I roll. Fucking done.
Oh my God, are you-
18?
Again, you're unable to pull it off.
This bullshit, it's stuck. Forever.
Probably sealed by sovereign glue. So I pull up the loot. This is known as Sourceful's Wondrous Words, or Wondrous Words. There's a lot of pain in this item, but when we're taking a rest, you can tell stories through it when you do your Song of Rest, and we'll all gain additional HP.
Ooh. Like,
So it's
like extra beyond cap.
Okay, you'll have to look at it. Add it to
It's
your,
SOC.
add it to your,
Well, like, I assume it says additional, but I don't know what you meant by that.
in D&D Beyond is SOCREFEL. Should get you it. SOCRE.
What was that?
SOCRE should be easily enough.
Sorrowful's Wondrous Words.
It's 10 HP for an Song of Rest on top.
Oh, okay, okay.
And then this one here, and as I kind of slide the potion between all of us, is this Glacial Invocation. It's kind of like a potion of resist cold. It works a little bit longer, has a bit of history in the Valhyr capital of Kaldori. However, it's going to make you resistant to cold damage or a cold environment for an hour. I don't particularly have a need for it, but whoever wants it certainly can take it.
I mean, we can put it in my sack for now.
Good idea.
There. There you go.
Super glad you made that.
I want to put that a little bit further from the edge.
Yeah, true.
Whoever
Just as long as it's still in,
rule,
hold on. Put it on the other side so it's still in camera view, though.
whoever takes this in game has to drink the whole thing.
Oh
I
god,
don't know about that.
Deal!
that's a lot of Powerade. Anyway,
And then it will be sitting for who knows how long.
I also probably would have called out to Avaria if she would be so kind as to gather all the pieces of the glaive together, and I'm just going to try to cast Identify on it.
Okay.
The gloves didn't.
Gloves, I mean, from what you sensed, there was nothing magical about the silken gloves.
I'm assuming if I cast Mending on the glaive, that it doesn't work.
You may have this back. Thank you.
As you begin casting Mending on the glaive, as Avaria starts to bring it over, does not appear if it works.
I sit back down. Actually, I lay down.
Okay. You start casting Identify on this glaive, and about 10 minutes goes by, and there's definitely magical properties about this. It gives off a very strong magical feel, but with it being broken in its current state, you cannot discern what it is. Perhaps getting it mended or finding a blacksmith or someone who could fix it would restore its former glory.
Would this fit in the haversack?
Is it?
It's 10 feet tall.
Then no.
We can say it
Cress
fits.
snaps into her back.
I mean, if it's snapped in 2 pieces, is it 10 feet tall?
No, it's not. So the blade itself is about 3 feet. I mean, just measuring up here, you can see it's.
The mini is to scale.
Yes,
It is the mini. The mini is to scale.
That's like fucking huge.
Did we
Okay.
figure out what this is?
Like I said, 10 feet tall.
You know, just cast reduce on it and just
Okay.
stuff it in the bag real
So
fast.
I can hold 8 cubic feet or 80 pounds in the large middle pouch.
We'll say it can fit, just so you guys aren't having to carry it around.
Did we figure out what it does?
You did not.
All I know is that it has extremely strong magic and that it was ancient, or was that
It
not
is
part of
ancient.
I just want to get the hand.
And that's me running over each of the individual pieces of the glaive.
Correct.
Okay. I don't remember anything else that I've had to look at.
Like not even a joke, including the hand.
Yeah, there's nothing magical about the hand.
There's some shit magical about
It's
that hand.
whatever magic energy is coming off of this. It's all pertained and interwoven together.
Okay.
But as its current state is, it's
I'm
broken.
like,
He cannot
if
identify
we
what
can't
it
get
is.
a fucking dead hand off of this thing, don't tell me there's nothing magical about that hand.
You guys are just weak.
I mean, yes, but like, they're not. I
So,
am.
DM, this gem is the one that spawns a fire elemental, right?
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
The belt.
Yes.
Yeah, and then this
I was
gem
waiting
here.
for one of you guys to hit it.
This gem here, if you shatter it, something almost like her protector. Not right now. Bad idea. You can only maintain control of it for so long. It'll fight for you as long as you don't lose control over it. But it will spawn something that looks like your friend but made of fire.
We're going on a fucking trip.
Should I put it in another pocket of the haversack?
I think
hold
this
it.
would be better served with somebody keeping specific hands on it.
Fair enough.
That way they can use it if we're in a tight spot.
I'll hold it.
Conjure elemental. I gotta look at the spell. Because I think you can only hold control over an elemental for a certain period of time.
So an
You have
hour.
to make like saves or something, I think.
It is something.
If it's the summon.
It's an
elemental
hour and it works
spell,
like concentration. If you take damage, you have to make a concentration check to maintain control of
Does
it.
it
For the
stab
purposes
with
of this-
concentration? Or does it count?
No,
as
it
your
counts as
concentration?
It is
concentration.
Oh, then I
summoned
sure as
as if
fuck
you
don't
had
want
cast the spell. So
Yes.
you would have to concentrate on
Then
it.
I don't need it.
We sell it.
Good.
And
If you find
I
someone
don't
that wants
think
it.
we're hurting that money.
I'm always hurting for money.
I could possibly have use of it, I guess.
I mean, anybody realistically can use it.
I don't know.
I'm
Most
generally
of the shit I do is concentration.
far away from the battle,
That's bullshit.
so less likely to lose control of it.
Also bullshit.
Then I slide
One
the
of the two of
potion
us.
and the gem over to you.
I fight
Is it
you in a battle.
Yeah, theoretically we did. We were turncoat for a little bit. It was that,
I dig it. Let him
That-
hold the.
that
Let him hold the
yeah, that bloodlust thing you drank.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, well, we didn't. It sucks fighting you. Didn't
That was
enjoy
okay.
I agree.
DM, just so I'm crossing all my T's and dotting all my I's, there is nothing else magical that I can identify here.
Not even these gloves.
Okay.
I mean, you can attempt to identify the soaking gloves, but I already
What
told
about
you there is nothing magical about
Other
them.
pair of gloves.
There were 2 pairs of soaking gloves.
I thought they were both normal.
They are both
I thought
normal.
we all got gloves.
There were 2 pairs.
What color are my gloves?
They are black. They are both black soaking gloves.
It's for BDSM.
Never mind.
I mean, all 4 of them are black.
Did we recover our rope?
You could go back and get your rope. No one picked it up.
We will certainly, when we climb that staircase over there and recover our rope, that will be. I
Where
do.
does the staircase lead? Does anyone know?
What's the
Outside.
We're outside.
up?
Up the fountain.
The normal way to come in. Yeah. Not climbing
We
down the
went
well
the
and
hard
jumping over.
way.
Yeah, we went the hard way.
As usual.
DM, before or after the break, I do have a couple things I want to do with the white Aether crystal.
Yeah, go for it. We can do it real quick before the break.
Fucking forgot about that thing.
I want to look it over, divine if I can, if it's natural Aether or artificial, and look at the
inspire him.
probably getting near Tophen and kind of asking for his engagement because I know that this is all tied to him. I want to get a look at the way the Aether and the vines within the room are in their current state of seeming decay, and see what the future for the rest of this vine is. If it will seemingly continue to decay until it is to the end, or if this is just a localized decay.
So as you start looking over this Aether, and you come across, you look at it, and as you're looking it over, you see the small chunks that where Tophen missed and hit it with its divine clash. And you see the broken pieces that broken off, and as you're looking around, the pieces that broke off are missing.
What?
And as time goes by, and you were both looking this over, and you're kind of talking to him about the Aether and what you guys are going to do with it, and all of a sudden, it almost becomes ethereal, and then vanishes.
The crystal itself.
Yes. So whatever power was holding,
Top?
whatever power summoned it and was holding it here is now gone.
Tophen, this is the very nature of the kind of things that I dabble in, these crystals.
Did we?
When used for the wrong reasons, they will bring ruin to everything that you hold dear, as far as divine nature goes.
Did we check out the cup? Like, seriously?
No, you didn't.
Well, you seem to be the expert.
No, I'm not the expert particularly. I've messed with it. I understand it enough to know its nature, and there are people who are far more capable of leveraging all the variations of Aether than me, and some of them, like this individual, clearly did not want to use them for ulterior motives. But good. In a minute, give me a moment. This will everywhere we go. I fear that the kind of things that I do destroys the kind of things that you love. Because not everybody wants to take advantage of something for good.
Well, Keller, the only thing we can do is make sure that however we use it for good. And that we can continue to stop those that aren't. If that's what you think is best. I can't think of a better course.
Yeah, well, I wasn't always the way I am, and I didn't always use it for good. So.
Well, none of us have always been the same. I'm quite different than I was months ago.
Yeah. A lot can change when you leave home.
Indeed.
Take a look at that cup if you want. I will just
I reluctantly offer the cup.
I will go through the motions of identify.
Whatever magic surrounded this cup has now faded. It is a vacant genie home. Whatever you want to is just a cup now.
Good for booze, maybe.
Pee in it.
Alright. Nope. My cup. My cup, I drink out of the genie.
Was that flask?
Yay, apple.
Oh.
Magical.
Magically delicious.
Alrighty, guys. We are going to go ahead and take our break. We will be back here in a couple minutes.
If we live.
singing. Wrong song.
It's not. Wrong.
Maybe.
Oh no.
So, you guys are still find yourselves in this cavern. Guys, just a quick update. My wife Shelby, she has to work real early tomorrow morning, so unfortunately I will be playing her character for the remainder of this session. She gave me a little bit of insight to what she wants with her little pet, so I'll do what I can, but I'm going to leave it for her to do next session. Unless she changes her mind, if she can't sleep and comes back down, then I'll let her do it.
Precious.
Yeah.
Cast it in the fire?
No.
Turn it to glass.
But yeah, so you guys have found your loot. You spent the
glass
time.
salad
You spent the
would be
time
cool.
identifying your new magic items and passing them out to the various people here.
So far, I haven't figured out that my gloves turn me into One Punch Man, but we'll figure that out later.
So we're level 7?
Huh?
So we're level 7?
No. You've just got level 5.
We're level 14.
You can expect like episode 15, 16, 17 to get your next level because you guys are going to be running a long time at level 5.
Alright, I'll see you guys in like a month.
A month? That's all.
You think we're going like 7 episodes a month?
I wish.
I don't know what you guys do when I'm not here.
What if we could?
Yeah.
I was gone last time and I came back and we leveled up.
You were gone the last 2 times.
We killed baby deer.
I was. I was
And
a
the time
record.
before that, you left early. So.
It's true. Okay, to be fair, I was poisoned.
That's your fault.
It's not my fault. You drank bad Baileys or whatever it was.
Yeah, it was. It's really bad.
But anyway, so you guys find yourselves in this room. The warm breeze from after the Djinn died has now dissipated, and you guys are still in that damp space. The vines, as you're looking at them, are now wilting much quicker now that the Aether is gone. And you guys just see this massive crater where this Aether used to sit in the center of this room. What are you guys doing?
I've got nothing.
Is there any remnants of anything of note within the crater?
Oh.
Looking in the crater, doesn't appear like there's much there. It just looks as if it's a crater where the crystal used to sit.
I take a very, very detailed look around the room and at the vines as they exist within.
Mm-hmm.
And then I move on over to the other room where we found the Glaven. And now that I've got time proper and I'm not standing at a doorway trying to assess my friends, I just want to give that room a once-over, see if there's anything of intrigue.
Sure. So as you're looking around this room, and you're looking through this crater in the center, and you start looking around, and you're looking at these vines and how they run up the walls and kind of go up into the ceiling, and what you assume are the extrude across all of the Engolden forest. And you're watching, and almost as you're watching them, they turn from a vibrant green, like a forest green, into a dark brown and start to wither and turn to dust almost before your eyes, and start the wither of and decay of them follows all the way up into the ceiling and through it and extends throughout the forest. And you start making your way back to the other room, and you come into that room, the candles and the torches still lit. Looking around in the corner of the room, before I tell you, make an investigation check for me.
Ooh, that's probably not so good. 10.
Takes you a little bit, but you're looking over this room, and very obviously the first thing that catches your eye is a pile of bones and human remains in the corner, and the smell instantly hits you, and you almost gag at first glance, just the intense smell of death.
Nothing else in the room of interest.
Looking it over, you find dried up blood across the table. You see small little blood stains all over the floors.
Right.
Whatever this was, it looked as if it was his butcher chamber.
Right. If nobody ends up in this room, I say that to no one. And I make my way back out, and up to Tophen.
Tophen's
Where?
on the comfiest looking
He passed the
vine.
fuck out. The vine is big spoon.
Tophen has laid down and attempted to try and fall asleep on the vine.
I will,
The vine falls
How thick are these vines?
thick.
Now that they're withering, there's not much left of them.
2 C's.
I will just sit next to him, quietly.
Alright.
That's creepy.
We bed together.
Just caresses you.
We share rooms together. I don't think this is creepy.
I don't know. You just sitting there like.
I sit next to you, not like staring at you. Anyway, when the party is ready to move out,
He's like,
when the party is ready to move out, so am I. That's all I've got, because I've been talking for the past 40 minutes.
You're good. What are you guys doing?
Sleeping.
Sleep. Trying to sleep, yes. That's it.
So they're
Sarah's-
gonna sleep down here?
Say that again.
They're gonna sleep down here?
Are you? It's up to you.
I think we'd.
Cress goes back to the inn.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we'd be better served by going back to the Tinsley Corner.
I agree. It's just right up the water ceiling.
It's literally right across the street and up. Yeah.
Have you guys conveyed to them at the top yet?
Yeah. Yeah, we've come back down.
What?
But
the
did you- but
let outside? Yeah.
Okay, they did. Okay.
I told him it lit up.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
because Avaria asked.
I missed that, but yeah. So you guys make your way up the spiral staircase, and you come to that almost water-like ceiling. So I'm assuming someone woke you up.
Yeah, I kind of prod Tophin. The
Alright, Bojack.
I would actually know this DM, but I'm asking for roleplay's sake. Kelrick would know this. I don't. The vines, when you talked with her, she saw the whole forest through them and used them as vision to provide protection. Do you know if that was something that was granted to her, or if that was something that existed and she was merely allowed to peer in?
I don't. I think it was something that was granted to her. But it might have been a little bit of both. I think she was granted her powers, obviously, similar way that I am. But I think maybe all of this existed. She was just the one chosen to take care of it.
Yeah, well, like I said, the decay has left the room, and I imagine will continue to follow the vines, so whatever it is that gives protection over this forest is now gone, and it's because of people who dabble in things that I dabble in's fault, and I'm sorry.
The protection over this forest isn't gone. Just different. Don't worry yourself over that.
I just take one last look around the chamber that is now devoid of everything except for stone, and then make my way upstairs into the Tinsley Corner.
So you guys make your way up, and one after another, you guys it's almost like a reverse cannonball. As you push your way, as you start to form your way into this water ceiling, it with a force pushes you up towards the out, and you guys break the ceiling, and you come out in the garden outside the fountain in the back of the Tinsley Corner. And looking around, you notice that the two sides of the walls where you guys had your rooms as the two, almost this U-shaped building now that you've seen it from, now that some of you have seen it from the back, and you can see the entries from the different porchways into the different rooms in which you guys have rented from the night before.
It's only about, well, I know exactly what time it is, don't I?
You guys went down.
Missing the point of a calendar.
You guys went down after talking to Clyde. It is now early afternoon, probably about 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
I make my way in and have a seat near the bar.
So as you make your way into the bar, you notice Gimli standing behind the bar. He's still polishing a few. He's polishing a few. God, I can't think of the word. Tankards. And he almost looks more cheerful, almost like there's a little more pep in his step. Almost as if a great weight has been lifted off of his shoulders.
Well, I'll motion him over after a time. I'm assuming everyone else is free to do anything if they want.
Sure.
I don't want to control the room, sorry.
Yeah, you're good. Or what are the rest of you doing?
Honestly, if he's at the bar, I think it's a solid idea.
Okay, so you go ahead and take a seat next to him at the bar?
Well,
Okay.
Cress is
Go to
in
bed.
a room with Avaria.
She's going to go to a room with Avaria?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys retire to your room.
Making sure to avoid Tinsley. Like, Cress is kind of like hiding Avaria.
Sure, easy enough.
Shelby wants me to meet you.
Huh? Open, what you doing?
I go to bed.
You go to bed? Okay, so you retire to,
Attempt to.
which room?
The one that I didn't fucking destroy.
Okay, so you retire to the room that you and Kelrick had slept in from the night before. Zeros, what you doing? Nothing?
for Albert's.
Are you joining them at the bar? Just going to sit at the table? Nothing?
I'll join him at the bar.
Okay, so you three just go and sit at the bar. You motion Gimli over, and he starts to finish. He's going to finish. I'll be there in a second. So if you guys have anything you would like to talk about, go ahead and you have the time.
I mean, I'm going to tell Gimli about. Well.
Should we tell him about the blue guy?
No. Unless you disagree, I don't think we should make a big fuss about all of it.
I wouldn't like to tell anybody about the mushroom either. That
don't
guy.
Don't worry about that. No, I for once would not like to lay claim to something as a group, or try to use it for betterment of our status. But I also am not interested in being known.
I would agree in this situation. But we should find out if people have noticed.
I'm going to see what Gimli's attitude is, and then more importantly, if not he, then find someone who might organize. Well, in the room that you didn't go into, there's that was his butcher room. The people who disappeared from Djinnrun, most of them, if they didn't make it out, their remains are there.
What?
It's.
What room?
It is. It was the one. It was the one adjacent.
Oh, okay.
To where the crystal was.
Okay.
And whoever's left to grieve them should be given that opportunity.
Gladly give that information to you.
Yeah, I'm not keen on having to say it, but catharsis can help heal this town. It's just as much as we did.
Makes you feel any better, the genie will buy you.
Don't care about the genie. He was clearly not. He did everything I stand against.
I would agree, honestly. I don't really. We're listening to what they say, and especially taking advantage of people, honestly, except the people that kind of deserve it.
Yeah. Anyhow, yeah.
Point of order, one thing I didn't check when you guys were going through loot. What did you guys do, or who took all of the jewelry and gems?
I'm assuming I chucked it in a pocket of the haversack.
Okay, so no one took a look at any of it?
I mean, unless it was interesting or magical of any sort.
There was nothing magical about it, but no one took any time to look at it. I just want to check.
I would have grabbed it and then,
Turn it all in?
Well, if we're allowed to do retrospective stuff,
I will.
DM, would I have any experience or knowledge in appraising gems? Given
no.
I would argue this
Okay.
is my area.
Somewhat.
Gems?
To an extent.
When I get back to my room, I would like to take a look through it before I go to bed.
Okay.
I have another thing after that too.
That's fine.
Joel question, Howard.
I know.
Okay. That's fair.
That's fine.
Maybe
Just
not with
something I missed in my notes.
Yep.
Sorry, my bad.
Okay.
So anyways. So you guys can continue your conversation.
Oh, I think that was about
That
it,
was
and
it?
we're gonna wait for Gimli to show up, yeah.
Zaros, did you have anything?
No.
Okay. So Gimli sets down his tankards, and as you guys are looking, you still see that same, let me find, that same plump human male slumped over the bar drinking. He's been there every single day since you guys have been here, and every single day he's got tankards lined up in front of him, and he's just pounding them away. So Tinley,
Does he look like he might be in higher spirits, same as Gimli there?
he's definitely a little
Given the
more.
fact that he's into multiple ales, but
He's definitely a little more cheerful today. He's not so, doesn't look so worn down, doesn't look so gloomy, but he definitely is way into like his 7th or 8th ale by this point, and he's like looking like he's gonna pass out even again. So Gimli comes over. Why, yes, what can I do for you three today?
just an ale from me. You're looking rather chipper today.
Yeah, it's strange. About I don't know, maybe an hour ago, it was almost as if a weight was lifted off my shoulders. The town feels a little more lively today, for what little is left of it.
That's good. That's very good.
So an ale?
Yes.
Would would you like one?
I grabbed one already, but I'll pay for it.
Oh, well, 1 silver piece.
And an inquiry, if I could. If not you, would anyone be able to speak to the general people of the town as a position of leadership or,
Well, that would be that gentleman down there's duty.
This is the one who's heavy into his drinks?
Yes. If you, I'm sure you've noticed he's here every day. He is, well, he is royalty, but I don't know why he does not enjoy being here.
What's his name?
That is, Lord Breg Windlow. He is third cousin to Her Majesty of the Zartalas Empire.
Okay. Her Majesty being your empire is a queen or empress?
It is a queen.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. Again, I'm happy to see you're in high spirits, and I don't want to put any fear into you. But I do not have the greatest of news to tell Lord Bragg, so just be ready. But things will be looking up, hopefully in the long run.
I sure hope so. I definitely feel a little bit better today. I've got a good outlook on life.
I will order another ale.
Yes.
If you gents want to come along, that's fine. I'm just going to deliver the news about the remains and try to keep us mostly out of the picture. Although I'm sure thanks will be in order. And as I grab the second ale, I will approach the Lord.
Yep.
Pardon, sir.
I should have grabbed a mug. Would have looked better.
Yeah.
Little. Yes.
I kind of slide another one in front of him.
Thank you.
Yeah, a moment of your time if I could.
Yes?
I don't have the greatest news, and I kind of need you with all of your faculties. Can you... Sir, please.
Well, I mean, I guess. What can I do for you?
There's been a thing affecting this town for a long time.
Yeah, it's called this piece of shit town.
Not quite. Something a little deeper than that. I described the building that is just across the way underneath the well, I imagine.
Seeing if he passes out.
Right.
There's a thing under the fountain?
More or less. Just at the back of the garden here, there's a... I'm not really sure how to phrase this. My friends and I have been in town a little bit. I'm sure you've maybe seen us messing around in the Tinsey corner.
You been here? How long? Did you just make it into town?
Yeah, just so.
Well.
Listen, all of the people that keep leaving this town, they're not leaving. They were being killed.
Oh, well. It's news to me.
Right. Their remains are just underneath the tavern here. We've taken care of...
Gimli killed people?
No. We've taken care of the presence which watched over and oppressed the town.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Would you be capable of organizing seeing these remains to their proper places?
I'm sure I could send for someone.
You are a wonderful service to your citizens.
Yeah, sure.
I will get up and leave. Unless you want me to RP all of this.
That's fine.
I will tell Gimli the same thing, although he has all of his faculties.
Yeah.
Let him know that we have dealt with the issue.
There's definitely a sense of dread that washes over his face as you tell him, and almost also a sense of relief as your story ends.
Yeah, Windlow didn't seem like he took it all in.
Well,
I'm asking you if you would do what you can for these people. See that they're allowed to see their final rest, and notify any family members if you can.
I shall commission a garden to be dug and planted out back where we could plant their remains.
I think that would be nice.
But don't take Bragg with take him with a grain of salt. He's a drunk, to say the least. He does not enjoy governing our small little town here. As you notice, the Empire does not care about this and our small little town, and I think he takes it to heart that Her Majesty would have placed him in charge. of such a blip on the Empire's scale.
Might be time for you to write the Majesty and let her know what has happened here.
Do
me a favor when you do, as I think you should, but you're free to do whatever you want. Leave my friends and us out of it.
If that is what you wish.
Leave it open-ended, but do not name or describe us,
Name
please.
unnamed travelers.
Thank you.
Well, I do appreciate it. Dinner will be on the house tonight.
That's very kind of you, thank you.
By the way, do you know what happened to my horse?
I'm afraid I have quite lost track of it. I'll see what I can do.
A horse.
Who even did that horse?
I don't fucking honestly know.
I have no idea.
But
Yes.
I can find it.
somewhere along the way, and with your permission, Avaria ain't here, I will see if she'll let us return the horse. Now that it's going to be cared for in a town that isn't oppressive, and I explain all that to Avaria.
Yeah.
Like, maybe the horse's condition was just the same as all these other people's.
Well, you know what? She's not here. It's her fault. She go
Yeah.
ahead and she agrees with you, and she'll leave the horse.
I mean, whatever. I don't
So
want
we
to.
do know where the
I don't want to
horse
force Avaria's hand while
The horse
Avaria's
was
not
just-
here.
The
but-
horse was at. We'll say you guys left it at the home you guys stayed in the night before.
She said she's keeping the pony.
What? Did she just text you?
No, she texted me that earlier and told me to make sure that she kept it.
So it never gets returned.
So yeah, I guess you guys are keeping the horse.
What if it's not a pony?
Yeah, technically it's a horse.
Tell her we will buy her a nice pony when I figure out how to make this genie go.
The genie's dead.
We don't know that.
You are
Maybe if I
correct.
rub it the right way.
That's what she said.
Maybe,
He'll come
maybe if we
sliding
pour
out.
the potion into the
Oh
cup.
shit. Yeah, we pour it in the cup and then I swirl it like a fucking tornado.
That's all I've got.
Kinda like,
Okay.
I don't think I can make it any further on any of my projects, but I suppose we'll reconvene at breakfast. I don't want to make decisions for everybody. But in the meantime, I will either try to shore up the project I'm working on for Tophen, or begin on that spell that we talked about.
Sure. Easy enough. You start working on those. Is there anything else anyone would like to do before dinner and bed tonight?
I'm gonna go play Wonderwall.
Oh my god.
For the whole 3 people in the bar.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of those 10-hour loop YouTube videos.
Zeros, are you doing anything while you're waiting?
I'm gonna go to bed.
You just want to go to bed and want to explore the town at all?
No.
I'm gonna
wanna
open
climb on the roof?
Wonderwall and then I'm gonna
Don't
take her
want to
class.
look for owlbears?
Go hunt.
Yes.
I'm looking through all of the jewelry and jewels and etc. Now that I'm back in the room.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry, hang on. I play Wonderwall, I take requests. If nobody has a request, it defaults to Ed Sheeran.
I mean, I don't think anyone's making requests.
Sheeran on loop it is.
You know,
College
Tess will take
guitarist,
another
you asked
mushroom
for it.
before she goes to bed.
Okay, make another Constitution saving throw for me.
That's hot. Oh no. 15.
15. So this time you take it and it's a little bit more enjoyable. You're looking around and the light on
Not a bad
the
trick.
from the candle on the edge of the room where you're sitting on the table from across from you and Avaria almost glows brighter, and a sense of euphoria washes over you, and you feel happy. You feel relaxed. You get a almost like a sense of accomplishment from everything that's happened today. So you start looking through all the jewelry. You find, like I said, all the different sized gems and different things, and you come across one thing that stands out that's a little strange. It appears to be one half of a pendant of some sort, and on the center there is a what appears to be what would have been a what's the word I'm looking for?
Eagle.
No.
Spread.
Butter.
It'll come to me, but it's almost like one of those. It's one of those pendants where it's like jagged and cut down the center, where you put it together and it forms the whole.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And we don't
That's
know
about-
what's on it.
I mean, when it comes to me,
no, that's fine.
say I can. I'll dig through my notes if you want to know exactly.
I don't care. I'm not holding it.
Yeah, it's fine. The general idea is enough.
Sure.
Anything else stand out? Anything
That's about the only
particularly
thing. I mean,
extravagant or large?
the rest just all looks like a collection of different jewelries, some necklaces, some silver chains, some bracelets, anklets, yeah, different things like that. It's just this this single pendant seems to be the only thing that wasn't something that's just generic jewelry wear.
I will place that pendant with my other necklace, I think. And then I make a rough estimate of what I could sell this stuff for, I guess.
Sure, make a intelligence check.
16. I know. I rolled a 20. What's the shit?
Without it being appraised, you can guess that it's roughly worth 200 gold pieces together.
Fuck.
Not bad. Not bad.
Of all the ponies we could buy.
So, the rest of you go ahead and retire for the evenings after having your free dinner.
At some point, I'd probably wander in and see Tophin digging through all the various gems and whatnot, and you kind of just see Kelric.
You guys don't come to my performance.
Well, I stuck around for a song or two while all that was going on. And I was talking to Gimli. But I just come into the room and I begin laying out my spellbook and flip to a blank new page, and start drawing sigils in the air in the shape of almost U, more or less. Not U like a U, like the letter U.
Okay, I understand now.
And as it kind of shifts colors as I do, and I spend a large majority of that day working on that spell.
Yep. So, you guys go ahead and sleep comes to all of you. Go
I
ahead.
have one more thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
After Kelric's working on this for a little bit, I'm eventually say like, I'm gonna head out for a little bit. Bags here, all the jewels and stuff. If you need anything, just grab it. You know what's in there.
Yeah. Last time you took off, you kind of discovered a whole snafu. You planning on doing that again?
I hope not. I'm pretty tired, so just gonna be gone for a bit.
Suppose we'll see.
I head to my other room.
Yep.
The destroyed one. He destroyed another room.
Fixed what he could.
And paid for the rest.
Yeah.
I do want to know.
You have to watch the episode.
14-person orgy.
Is this where I went in this?
Yes.
Yes.
Hot.
Okay.
Back on track.
Story related.
So I head to the other room and just kind of sit for a while. Quiet.
Fuck music.
And eventually just kind of talking out to technically no one in particular, but
Yeah.
calling out for Asnasteus. So you give me this power, and I think I'm doing what you want, but what am I supposed to be doing? Where? You know my goals. Where's my family?
A cool breeze brushes across your cheek, but no answer comes.
Sounds about right. And I drink for a while,
Sure.
and then make way back to the room with Kelric and go to bed.
Okay.
When you come in, oh, Shiza, I just marked the wrong thing. When you come in, I've now got Harbinger's call out, and I'm attempting to fix it.
Okay, go ahead and make your Tinker's check.
Yep. Oh boy. 12, which does fix it.
Yeah.
The DC is 11.
Yeah.
which is good. Because I didn't want to break it even worse.
Yeah, that would have been...
Expensive.
Yes.
And maybe impossible.
Maybe not impossible, but it would have been hard.
Terrible.
Would have sucked.
Yeah.
After you spend the time kind of tinkering and fixing on your gun, as you enter, you notice he's got his this contraption laid out in front of him. One that you've in your travels you've seen things similar to it, but not exactly the same. And you see him sitting there tinkering and fixing, and you're messing with the almost the loading contraption. You get the sense that whenever you pack these small little balls of dust in there, right, that whatever it was not packed in the correct way, and whenever it went to try and release, it instead released out the back. And you're sitting there trying to clear it out. It takes you a little bit of time, but you eventually get it cleaned up, and you get it put back to the proper working order.
I do a test fire, loading red. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Light the whole tavern on fire. No, I'm kidding.
Are you reloading it at all?
Yes. Did I lose the shots that were in it?
You lost the single shot, so...
Okay, yeah, I'll load another yellow into it.
Okay, so you load one more yellow into it, so you now have 3 lightning. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you want to do before going to sleep? All right. So the rest of you, The rest of you go ahead and retire for the evenings. Sleep comes to most of you very easily. Avaria is a little more preoccupied with her new little friend before going to bed, and Cress looks over and is almost having trouble sleeping as she keeps hearing the skittering and clanking of Avaria messing around with her new little friend. But eventually sleep comes to all of you. Night goes by without a hitch. Morning comes the next day. You guys, what would you like to do?
Out of curiosity, if you're willing to quantify such a thing, how much progress might I have made on the spell? It's okay if you don't want to quantify it, and you can just tell me when it's done.
Yeah, I'll just tell you when it's done, make it
Okay.
easier that way, because I have a good idea in my head.
Gotcha. Morning. Portents. Nice.
You guys making your way down for breakfast?
Yes.
Yeah.
Avaria will spend the morning praying to Vasmordial for guidance and asking him a few questions that she's been having on her mind, which she would have roleplayed tonight if she was here, but...
Here we are.
Yeah. Is there anything you guys would like to do in the mornings?
Breakfast.
You heading down for breakfast?
Fuck yeah,
Gotcha.
I'm
Same?
starving.
Zeros heading down for breakfast? Are you going hunting again?
Do I know anything about poisons?
What?
Do you know anything about poisons? You can make either a history or a nature check, whichever is better for you.
They're the same.
Anna it is.
That's some
19.
19. So... Let me double check something. Why can I not find what I'm looking for? Holy shit. There it is.
Hey, I wasn't going for the eyes.
So, in your time working for Lord Virtesk, you... anytime working for Lord Virtesk in Zacharat, you did come across a few different poison-like substances in which he had you working with and assisting him with things as his bodyguard. And because of what you're searching for, you have done your own research on poisons, so I would say you know a little bit about poisons.
Okay, so if I'm kind of wanting to make a poison out of these mushrooms we just
What
got.
the fuck?
It would take you a little. It would take you a little more materials that you might need to find from a vendor, but you could potentially make something out of it.
That's so on par for Zeros to make poison out of to weaponize what he found.
Hallucinogenic poison.
Stab me.
So what is next? I mean,
So yeah, you guys gather around the table.
this town is
Cleansed.
it needs time to grieve and recover, but I think it will more than Well, more than it's been in stagnation.
Well, I think, yeah, I mean, I think we've done what we can. What our skill set leads to, at least. Should probably check on our horses? If they're dead?
You mean the one?
No,
So you
the
said
other
that
two.
plural.
The ones we tied up a couple hours down the path
Right.
a few days ago.
Are you doing this because Avaria's not here?
It is rather strange that Avaria has forgotten about them.
Oh, I haven't forgot about those. God, I can't believe I'm gonna do
Oh, I
this.
thought you were praying. Oh.
She came down now.
Yeah, well, I
We
think
have to
that's
go back for those horses. They're my babies.
that's probably priority. You actually do a really good impression, sort of.
Is my wife.
That's kind of the only path.
It's a start. Yeah,
It's a heroic adventure.
We could.
So, hand me the map real quick.
yeah, because
What?
that
Let me
bridge is-
point out where you guys left your horses compared to where you are.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
You're way up here in Djinn. Your horses are way over here.
They're that far?
What
Close.
was that, like a couple days?
Yeah, you guys spent like 3 days on the road traveling
I
here.
thought they were like here.
No, the shrine that you guys found, the gazebo, is way over here in this
The
little
fuck?
nook. In this
We
little nook.
ran that far?
Who moved the gazebo over there?
No, you guys spent a day running and then talked to. You talked to Cactus,
Wait,
who told
wait.
you guys there was a town nearby that she knew knowledge of, and you guys decided to keep going that
So
way.
you're saying she was wrong and there wasn't a
thought
town
we-
nearby?
I mean, it's nearby.
I
No,
thought Cactus
it's
was
not.
with us during that.
She was with you during
She
this.
was.
Yeah.
She was with you
when
when
she
you
said
arrived
there
here.
was a town nearby, she lied.
Hey.
It's way the fuck over here.
That's
Your
like
question-
saying we're by New York City.
Your question, your guys' question to me when you wanted to travel was, would we have to pass by the fog to go back towards Ole Field? And I said, yes, most likely, from the way it was traveling. And you guys were like, fuck it, we're going this way. And I was like, okay.
We went through it.
So,
We
no,
went past all
the fog was coming up this way. You guys came down up this way.
You what? Your hand went straight past all.
Okay.
We went literally through the words Old
Okay,
Field.
this right here is a little covered up if you can't tell, but Ole Field's a little down
It's
the road.
covered up by the town.
It's down, yeah. Okay.
Wait, so
Like I said-
Hey, you know what? All right.
I gave you
let's
the
hear 'em
option
out.
to go
Let's hear 'em
back.
out. Let's hear 'em out.
Guys, I gave you the option, just so you, fuck, they can't see anyways, but I gave you guys the option to go back. You decided to keep going because Cactus told you to go this way.
Go back to what?
Well, yeah,
It's Oldfield.
she did tell us to go that way. That's why we went that way.
Yeah.
You said Ole Field was going back into the fog, though, so I assumed
No,
we were over here.
I said that day, you would have to circle back close to the fog to go towards Ole Field. Instead, you guys kept heading north, or northwest.
Yeah, well, that shit went
Yeah.
right over our fucking heads.
You have a map! Use it!
Do you guys?
We couldn't. We were
Is that
running
what
for
you
our
guys
lives. I didn't have time to be like.
I don't know. I didn't see the
"Excuse
whole
me,
pointing and
Could
whatever.
you all creepy reapers like pause for a second while I
You
figure out
gotta-
where I'm going?
You guys
Yeah,
never
we need
saw
like a
no
Dora
creepy Reapers.
moment.
Huh?
We
That's
need a
bullshit.
Dora
We killed like
moment.
7.
You didn't do a Dora moment.
We gotta look at our map.
Yeah, I'm gonna start singing from the map whenever we get lost.
On the map.
You guys have a map, and you've been traveling long enough that you guys have knowledge, so just pull it out when you need to reference it.
Last time we talked, I asked about the horses. You said they were like a half-day travel.
For what?
The horses.
The horses?
The other two, yeah.
No, the other horses are like a 3 or like 4 day travel.
But
So they're fine.
we ran from them all the way to Djinnrun in a day.
No. You guys made that trip in 3 days.
What?
We did stops on the way.
We were
Where?
one stop.
No. We
I don't
did
even
more.
remember
Yeah, we did
the
do like
journey.
3 watches. We just made it quick.
We did multiple watches just
I
very
only
quickly.
remember one night. I remember running, camping, going again.
Cactus, I had a mission. I was doing my best. I'm directionally challenged.
No, that's your turtle. And we were in hell.
No, that's Joel.
And that was just in Collinsville.
But anyways,
I think it's kind of a moot point.
Yeah, I'm not
it
gonna
doesn't
argue.
it doesn't matter at this point. But yes.
So, okay. Shit. So
Is
horses-
it worth going all the way to check
No.
on the horses?
Not at all.
It's been like a week. They're
Not
dead.
at all.
Yeah.
No, they're not dead.
They're dead.
No, I tied a knot that they could get out of.
Uh-huh. They're dead.
No, they're not.
Wait, are we just assuming horses need humans to survive?
Yeah, what the fuck is this?
If you guys would like to go back and check, you can search for the horses.
If you're gonna tell me they're dead, yeah, I'd like to go back.
Okay.
I don't want to spend.
Or we can
fucking-
believe that I tied a knot and they're fine and thriving.
Well,
Escape artist.
we'll
first.
go back.
It is your guys' game. I am simply the storyteller. You tell me what you want to do.
Apparently not, because you were like, you can't go that way, there's a fog.
I
And
never
then we
told
tried
you.
not going that way, and we ended
I
up
never
that
told
way.
you you couldn't. I told you what would happen if you did.
That's some railroading.
That is not
Like on a fucking
railroading.
train.
I did not realize trains were invented yet in this
Oh my god, that was not railroading. I laid out plenty of
You should
paths for
know,
you guys
you
to do.
slept with that merchant.
You ran him like a train.
Guys, we are off the rails.
Oh, fuck.
Hang on, let me retune my fucking loot.
Your loot is always tuned. It is magical.
Shut the fuck.
Either way, if there was some miscommunication on my part, that is my bad.
It's okay. I'm
probably
only
just
curious about what's
idiots.
next. DM, do I know of anything that's outlying that we have waiting for us? Because I would know. Kelrick would know. I don't.
I was gonna do something, but I'll get to it in a second. Huh?
I owe what's his nuts a favor.
Which one is that?
You
The
do
guy I
owe-
fucked.
You do owe him a favor when he calls upon it. So we'll go through a few things that some people have missed, and it's my fault for not going over it. Nil, you are still searching for certain people from your backstory.
Oh, yes. I was like...
Zeros, you are still searching for certain materials from your backstory. Cress, you and I don't want anyone to take any offense from this, but Cress, you were the only one that I've really dropped any backstory hints towards of different lines. So
I'm fucking pissed.
Cress knows of those different lines of which she could follow. Avaria has her own agenda in which she knows where she needs to go, and it has been laid out before her since her zero session. That is up to her for when she wants to divulge it or push for going that way.
To be fair, I keep getting jebaited, like this genie with fucking scimitars. I'm like, oh shit, cool. And you're like, oh no, they disappeared.
Tophin and Kelrick, both of you were both mentioned that visiting the academy here in the Empire from Delamonte would benefit both of you in honing and extending your skill sets. So both of you still have that laid out before you from when you originally got here.
And
Are we trying to
that's
debate
the only
on-
thing that
are
I
we
have.
trying to debate on which way to head?
We're discussing options for what to do next.
My vote is the Azure Lagoon.
Well, that was fucking fast. You want to explain why?
Yeah. Looks like a shrimp.
Hold on, just hold this up to the camera for everyone. I hate you so much.
You tell me that doesn't look like a shrimp. Go ahead, chat. Tell me that doesn't look like you get 6 of them on a plate for $5. You tell me there's not something nutty going down there.
You could have said fishy.
Fishy. There's something fishy going down. And who better to investigate than the spread eagle?
Oh my god.
Okay, let's hear your ideas then, party.
Just a little bit of you have been to the Bahlden Port and visited the Azure Lagoon with your mother.
All the more reason to go. That's memories.
Yeah, I know a lot about memories myself, but
Oh my god.
holy fuck.
What did you say?
What'd you say, Tyler? Sorry. I can't hear you over them
Yeah.
laughing one more time.
Guys,
Sorry.
control yourselves.
Sorry.
Bahlden Port new? Is that what you're saying?
That is what he's saying.
Hmm?
That is what he's
I
saying.
couldn't hear. I just can't understand.
She said Bahlden Port. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Yes. Honestly, yes. That's where I want to go. That's my vote. But it's a party-wide thing. If I get outvoted, I get outvoted.
Bahlden Port.
That's 2.
Do you mean to catch a ship and go to the Azure Lagoon because it looks like a shrimp?
Okay, that's a cover story. I actually like to go there for some other reasons.
What are those other reasons?
Yeah,
I
are
am looking for people.
you trying to charter a ship and set sail, or are we just taking a look around?
I mean, I'd like to look at the Azure Lagoon, which would probably require a ship unless you've got something.
They've probably at least got more detailed nautical charts there.
God, I'm gonna have to make another map.
Sorry.
What
What's our purpose for the Azure Lagoon?
I mean,
Business.
I will admit, if we at least swung by the port, there's a number of things that I want to get, but obviously not in this town. And Ole Field wasn't as well stocked either. Port is obviously going to be a center.
bustling city.
It's going to be a center of trade. We could get a lot of information there.
Yeah, I mean,
There are very interesting gentlemen there.
it's not like it's out of the way.
The only thing I wanted to do when I came to this place was to go to the academy, but everything's changed. I didn't expect to run into people I cared about.
Or actually everyone here except for Nil and Cress. You guys have all been to Bahlden Port, and you would remember that this is, for those of you that have been there and what you guys have seen, this is the largest city you've seen in.
You just said I've been there.
No, I'm saying you have been there. That's not okay. Let me retract my statement. You've been there. But this is the only places that, because you've been everywhere in the Empire. This is one of the few places they've seen.
Okay.
So since a lot of you, besides Nil and Cress, have been here, this is the largest city that you guys have seen yet so far. And what you guys do remember is there was a large trade market bustling. The two of you, especially from when you got your ride to this, is where you guys got your ride towards Ole Field with Del Monte from Session 1. And you guys noticed there was large taverns and buildings. There's a large towers towering over the cities. You guys remember from this. Zeros, you specifically remember a large fish market down in there that you, Tove, and Avaria all saw as you guys entered into port.
I mean, yeah, but I don't necessarily want to throw in my vote to go there just because I want some things. It's up to you all. Whatever the group wants to do, I could just pick up some things while I'm there.
I have some business there. Plus, I think it would be nice if we use some of our newfound awards to prosper the forwardness of the party. I think this would be a good way to spend those.
But I will be back.
I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that, but sure.
Exactly.
What? So you're kind of dancing around the subject. What business do you have then?
And I think one of them might be there, based on hunches. If we don't have anywhere else to go, I would like to go there. If we do have somewhere else to go, we can detour. We can go there. It's fine. But if we're just hanging around, why not venture to a bustling port?
In case you don't remember, but I have it written. Just don't look at the rest of the page.
Well, yeah, if that's what we all want to do.
I have other journeys, I guess.
Well, speak openly. I mean, I'm not. I have nothing here that I want. I want to be with you all.
What Alex
Do I know where
remembers,
this blade was sold?
I'm trying to
It
go
was stolen.
up here.
Do I know where it was the
Yes. You want me to say?
place?
Okay.
You want me to just plug my ears? I'll just
For
plug my
we'll
ears.
talk about it after the session.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Or if you want to message me later.
Yeah,
that's
that's
too.
fine. Just
Yeah.
so, just because
I don't remember that in my zero session. I don't know if we covered that or not.
I'd have to go back and watch, to be honest.
Okay, that's fine.
PM.
Yes.
I remember my general goal is up this way somewhere compared to this map, right?
Correct. You're well.
Yo, it sounds like
Your-
a good way to get there. Boat.
You know that is where they were last seen,
Yeah, I
But
was just
your-
confirming the relation.
but
to
your
the
search so far
map.
has led you here.
Well, I'm also looking for people.
You know who knows people? A river.
I was going to mention there's a lot of word about world happenings we can pick up there for sure. It can be this could be a step into a larger world and
To
not.
be fair, some of them think they know shit and they really don't. A couple of them know shit.
Let's go. Bahlden Port it is.
3 votes.
I don't really want to vote. I want everyone to be in agreement.
Avaria agrees. It's heading towards the way she wants to go.
I'm down.
Cress?
You already voted.
Cress, you had something you wanted to say?
No, I guess I have something to do with Bahlden Port. So.
Objections.
No, I'll get some things that I've been wanting for a while and catch up on news of the larger happenings, and maybe we'll pick up something interesting, some interesting thread to tug. Whether that be what you all are looking for, or if we find that, or something additional.
I know a great bar when we.
Sure.
There are quite a
There
few
is the
bars
problem of how we're going to be traveling, though. I don't think there's a single cart in this town, right?
there. Not to your knowledge.
Yeah. So we'll be hoofing it. Yeah.
We'd have to get our car.
With
That's
no
by
horse.
the horse. By the time we get that, we can be there.
Well, no, but
It's close. Don't
No,
even.
no.
Yes, it is. Look at this bullshit.
It's here.
if you trek across the plains, it might.
Look!
I'll do you
We're
one
not
better.
going straight there.
Why the fuck
We're gonna
would
take
we?
the road.
Yeah,
Okay.
trek across the plains.
Oh,
Let's
no.
do that.
Like-
Please trek across the plains.
Don't tempt me. I'm
Please.
not the one that needs to make that decision. Because I'll do it. I fucking drank that
Look.
blue shit. Look. Look,
Hey.
it's like an extra day.
Hey, so map boys, the road to Bahlden Port would lead straight back through Ole Field, right?
Correct.
Well,
We
let's,
could get a cart there.
we could easily hopefully pick up a cart there.
He's smart.
I would like if I can make it short, because I don't really think it's worth a ton of time.
You're good.
I don't really remember if there's any sort of general store in this town. I just want to basically stock up either through Gimli or somewhere else, just like basic rations and food.
So Gimli has rations, food, general supplies like rope and simple tools, things like that. As far as a store, there was no store in this town.
Right.
You get, from what you do remember, Gallius, that's the reason he frequents this town quite often, is because there's no store here for him to compete with.
I just want to stock up to make so that preparing for travel.
Replace Aria.
Okay, easy enough. So you're going to Gimli then?
Yes, and I'm just going to pay whatever it might be to stock up to prepare that makes travel normal.
Enough rations for everybody, or just you?
Well, I also am a wanderer by background, so I can find food for up to 5 people a day.
Okay, so you really only need it for like 2 people.
Something like that. Small game, berries, and water, and so forth.
I mean, if you take on Cress and Zeros' new hunting skills, you might not even have to buy any rations.
That's quite true, but I don't want to Oregon Trail this and then get dysentery, so I'll buy some stuff.
I like it.
Cress salted the meat, or she found salt to salt the meat.
You did, and you did salt the meat. You guys do have a small venison flank.
What does it cost me, DM? Matter of silver? Gold?
For how much rations? You just
just
for how many
general
in
travel
fact-
supplies to make the journey.
Sure. We'll call it 5 silver.
Okay.
I mean, in rations and supplies.
Yep. I'm just looking to make sure that we don't
Yeah,
have
like
undue...
some blankets, some bedrolls.
Just making
and
sure we don't have undue travel, because it is getting near winter, is it not?
It is still early autumn.
Yeah.
The solstice isn't listed on there. I don't know why it wouldn't print.
Right. So we should be, yeah.
But yeah, it is.
Oh no, we're
Oh, man.
we're a month and a half away from the end of the year.
Yeah, winter's at the beginning of the year in this world.
Oh, okay, cool. Good to know. So we're about 3 months out.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, if there's nothing else to wrap up in the town, I'm ready to go.
I've been chosen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you guys start gathering your supplies and you're setting out on road?
Sure.
Here for it.
So, because of what you guys have now done, as you guys are passing out through town, you see Gimli with another man as you guys get up the next morning and start. They're repairing the town on the edge. They're repairing the sign on the edge of town, and what you have noticed is the name has changed. This is the town, and they've changed it to the original name of Djinn.
Dandin?
Guys,
Djinn.
how did we not put Djinnrun together?
I assumed it was what it was.
Okay.
And then when Kalia told us, I was like, well, yeah.
So did we spend an extra day here between when we decided where we're going and now?
No, that was done that morning.
Okay.
So you guys gathered your things, Kelric bought his supplies, and you guys set out.
Is drunk guy there? The guy
He's
that's
at the
always
bar.
at the bar?
Right
Yeah.
here.
Is he inebriated?
He has started drinking. He starts every morning, spends all day here.
I would like to cast invisibility.
Go for it.
that just happens. Congrats.
Yeah.
And then sneak up
Okay.
and take the thick coin purse that I felt last time I tried to give him money. Right as we're getting ready to leave town.
Oh my god.
Invisibly.
Make a stealth check at advantage.
Stealth check at advantage. You know, I'm not gonna put the map here in case the cat comes back. So
He's gonna put it on top of Nil.
I know.
That's Ole Field.
26.
Jesus hell.
He catches you red-handed.
So easy enough with your stealth. You come up on him and he does not sense you. You have your hand on his coin purse. I need you to make one more sleight of hand check to pull it off of him.
What if we make him flip a coin?
Advantage or no?
Sure. Advantage. He does not sense you're there.
Got it.
24.
24. Easy enough. You slightly lift off the coin purse as he's downing his drink. You get the sense he's focusing on his alcohol, as he does every day. And you take his coin purse and set it away and take it with you.
You stole 3,000 gold. Congrats.
I walk outside.
Yep. When you
And
tell me you look at it, then I will tell you how much you have
Uninvis,
gained.
and then once we're on the road, I look at it.
Yeah, so about an hour once you guys have passed out of town, you pull out this small little coin purse and start looking through it. It is a hefty bag of gold. It is 500 gold pieces.
Jesus.
Fuck yeah.
This
What
man
the
is royalty.
What the
Not anymore.
fuck? Yo, he's not royalty, he's Mr. Moneybags. You're carrying around a whole lump sum. He should start the Djinnrun bank, or the Don Dill bank,
Yeah.
Don whatever.
Don Din.
Don Djinn.
Yeah,
Don Din.
Don
yeah.
Din bank. Good lord.
Well, not
Don
anymore.
did.
Yeah, well he can't, because you fucking robbed him. He's hurt ass poor now.
Oh, I'm sure he has more.
Holders' gazes coming together.
Well, any whoosies.
God, you guys have a fuck ton of money now. I'm gonna have to fix that.
Yeah, well I'm gonna spend a lot of it whenever I get to Bahlden Port, so.
And that 500 gold goes.
Because being a
straight
wizard
back.
is fucking
I have
expensive.
Like 50 gold. That's it.
I have like
You
200
have like
something.
300 from Cress.
I'm not spending that. I take advantage of people that deserve
Oh
it.
man.
So far, she's been very nice and has been soaking hits for us.
So, unless you guys would like to do something while on the road, I'm going to expedite travel just because.
Kelber continues to wizard shit.
Yeah.
continues to work on his spell.
Yep.
And doesn't really have an opportunity to advance his project. But indeed, and on top of that, I would like to take the time to, and we'll have to work this out because you can't manually do it, to transcribe the cantrip that I purchased from Gallius, or was it even from Gallius?
It was from
yeah,
Gallius.
some guys. And yeah, that's about it. So I don't think I have anything else.
Okay.
I would like to expand from Wonderwall and also learn Semi-Charmed Life on the way.
Okay, make a performance check.
Jesus, really? For that, but not actually performing in the bar?
Plus 8.
Plus
you,
8?
you weren't performing for anyone in the bar. They weren't.
There were 3 people!
One was drunk off his ass. The other was the bar.
There should have been an advantage then!
Okay.
10.
10. Easy enough. You learn it. It was a 10 DC.
Good. It should have been like a 4.
Oh man. So, 3 days of travel go by as you guys are rearing up on the edge of Ole Field.
Yeah, I can't quite recall. Did we decide that transcribing a cantrip was the same as the first level?
It's half the cost of a first level.
Okay. Okay, gotcha.
No. So, you guys rear up on Ole Field. You see the familiar water tower on top of the hill off in the distance as you guys start coming into town. The familiar smells of wheat and barley and oats fill the air as they have, again, finishing up their harvest season. You see the autumn-colored trees throughout the town, and you guys start making your way in. Is there anything you would like to do right away?
We're in Ole Field.
Yes.
Cart and horses, if possible.
Yeah, because that should be the first and last thing we do. Like, what else do we have to do?
Is there like any kind of alchemy?
Not in Ole Field. From what you remember from your original thing here, the Tapped Keg, where you guys originally all met, works also as the general store. They have much more larger selection than what you guys were used to in Djinnrun over the last week. But you might be able to find a few things, but not everything you'll need in order to make what you're looking to do.
Is there a general Isn't even a dumb question. Could I find it? Do they have a blacksmith?
They do not have a blacksmith, but you might be able to find, a used scimitar. You can always talk to the barkeep.
The barkeep?
/ general store.
The barkeep and the barkeep is essentially the general store.
I took this from one unruly patron. Sure. I will actually go see if I can find one.
Okay, yeah.
Genuinely.
So you go in and you enter and you see the familiar face of Tamara, the very plump blonde woman that you guys had met from session 1, standing behind the bar. And she's sitting there and she starts carrying out a few platters and sets them down on the bar for the few people that are sitting there eating. You notice a familiar face in Marcus, the
Guard captain.
Sorry, yes.
I'm just looking at my notes to see if I have good notes.
The guard captain sitting there, who is here to pick up his weekly shipment of Ole Field ale to take to the capital.
And as I recall, DM, there was, and maybe it's because I'm getting your 2 starting towns crossed up between the other campaign, there was no shop of any sort other than the tapped keg.
Correct. The tapped keg worked also as the general store.
Okay, gotcha.
But it is, from what you remember, much more, offers much more variety than what you're used to in Djinnrun.
Right, but I was thinking of the magic store in Zahara, so no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I think I was as well.
I'm gonna walk up and be like, yes.
I was like, ooh, scroll.
Our faithful heroes.
So I can learn something.
Thank you. They did help. You would happen to have maybe procured a long curved sword by chance, would you?
A scimitar? I mean, I have a bucket of old weapons that people have left over the years in the back. I'm sure we could find one, if not something similar.
You keep them in a bucket.
Well, yeah, we have an old beer keg that we just throw all the weapons in that people leave over the years.
That's valid, actually.
I mean, when
Could
people...
I take a look?
Please, by all means.
I want to go sifting through.
I'm actually
Oh,
intrigued
fine.
as well. Then I'm gonna go look.
Okay, make an investigation check at advantage because Tofin's helping you.
Oh. Hot damn!
God.
5.
6.
6!
1 out of 3.
Oh, God!
It's a bucket of weapons. How hard can it be fucking sift through? Wait. Can I roll my luck?
Go for it. So,
It's a good thing I'm charming.
you guys start sifting through, and as you're looking through, you're just like, nope. Then at the bottom, almost a little bit, you see like a hilt, and you grab it, and you pull it out, and you find a old rusted scimitar.
Hot.
So you can have a scimitar, but it has a -1 to hit.
I'll take it.
Okay.
And I
How much for it?
Huh?
How much for it?
Well, for heroes like you that have helped our town so much, you can just take it.
Bet.
What are you looking for?
I was just looking.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to see if there was anything interesting.
It's an obscure amount of weapons, different javelins, short swords, daggers, the rusted scimitar,
What is it?
old spears that are just jutting way out of it.
I mean, I'll take whatever short swords in.
Sure.
Take the bucket.
You find a fairly decent short sword and take it with you.
With your permission, DM, and as I'm putting this together, I would have liked to have been there.
Yeah.
And just looking over, I know there's not too much.
I was assuming the whole party was here. He's just the one who initiated the conversation.
I know there's not too much, and let me know if I actually need to run over this, but I'm looking to acquire, if I can, either fabricated or using bits and bobs, these 3 mechanisms for the projects that I've got swirling. Whether or not I find that here or in Bahlden Port like I did last time is entirely up to you. But basically I'm trying to shore up his mechanism for his project and then the 2 for the next one.
So I mean, throughout this bucket of things, you could definitely find some sort of small blade, and she's just giving away to you guys free of charge with that. So.
And then the twisting mechanism that I'm describing is either, if I can find something that's suitable, that would seem to be about yay big, as it would be, you know, the hand. or I will try to piece together mentally how I can fashion something. Keeping in mind that I have men.
So with that, you're
going
to need to find something that's a little more, almost maybe like a blacksmith or a metalworker, something that's going to be a little more sturdy. Most of what Tamara has here on hand are linens and cloths and leathers. So you might be able to find some sort of mechanism for the first one, but it...
and then the small blade. But
and
the
then
mechanism
small
for the
blade.
third is a no-go.
But the third one is definitely, you won't be able to find here.
Gotcha. Perfect. I thank her.
Yeah. Well, it is the least I could do for what you guys have done here. Did you guys ever take care of those evil women?
In a manner of speaking, yes. It's kind of a... The problem is much larger than just localized here.
Is that right?
As I've come to understand it, yes.
So, was there anything else I could do for the lot of you?
No, you've been a great help. This is everything that we need.
But I have one for the road.
Like, an ale?
Yes.
By all means.
And I ran through a few of my rations and other travel supplies, so I'll just stock up if it's no biggie.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Whatever it costs. And
Should we just stay for the night at this point?
Oh, certainly, yeah. I mean,
What
it
time
is precisely.
After traveling and making your ways here, it is...
Such a dick.
You guys would have made your way into town, let's say 4:35 in the afternoon.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
We should stay.
Yeah, we'll stick around. It'll give me more time to concentrate on the thing I'm working on.
Do you know where we could possibly procure, like, horses in a cart or
Well,
other...
sure.
forms of
Did the one that we gave you last time not work?
It was excellent, and we sold them.
Oh, well, by all means. But...
Yeah, we kind of
Make
ran
a
into
deception
some
check.
We
issues.
sold them.
Make a deception check.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
You're the one fucking talking. You
I don't know, we're all talking.
+8.
Oh, that's fine.
How fine is it?
10. I fucking start inspiring myself.
Okay. Well, I mean, whatever you wish to do with them, they were yours. But if you guys need more, the stable out back has plenty of horses. We just replenished and bought some. I can't remember the name of the place.
Djinnrun.
No,
They took our horse.
we
found some in the forest east of here.
we just replenished our horse from Hog Pie Village. They breed horses there.
Do they make pies out of hog?
Ah, they do.
Ooh.
It is what they are famous for.
It's good to know all names mean something.
How... Did we pay you for horses in a cart to go to the stable and pay
Well,
them?
if you would like to, you can meet Lagar out back. He is our stable boy. He could set you up with a cart of sorts. I believe the only one we have left is a covered one. I hope that is okay.
Sure,
A
yes.
stable boy, we've got this.
But Lagar will set you up with a nice pair of horses and a cart. Okay then.
Is that the stable boy alarm? I don't know.
The police come busting through the door. Get on the ground.
I'm just playing D&D.
Well, I would like to go talk to him and get whatever cart is available and
So-
some horses.
You go back there, and for the first time that you have met, you see a petite half-elven man with stringy white hair, almost a little balding. He looks very not malnourished, but extremely skinny, to the point where he's one of those people where he eats but doesn't gain weight.
Stable boy.
This is a stable boy.
That's the job title, not... Don't be creepy.
And then he looks up and he says,
Creepy.
"Is
Confused.
there something I could do for you?"
We were hoping to procure a cart and 2 horses to pull it, if possible.
Well, easy
One
enough.
really big horse.
Easy enough for the Spread Eagles. You guys are heroes in these parts. But I'm sorry to say that the only cart I have left is a covered one, which is a little more expensive. I hope that is no problem.
No issue.
We got the spread eagle.
What all
so-
does it run me?
Well, I mean, we did supply you with the last one at a great discount, and this one we do run a business for 2 horses and a cart. We could call it 400 gold pieces.
Holy fuck.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Glad I robbed that dude.
Traveling.
Fucking real.
Traveling in this
What if-
country.
What if?
What about
What if?
1 horse and a cart?
No. 2 horses and a cart at 300, and we tell everybody that we go to about the great people of Ole Field.
Cress has got a point. Avaria still has that other horse.
Do we though? Do we?
Did you guys bring it with
I
you?
assume DM.
That's correct.
She would have never let it go.
Avaria would have brought it with
Okay,
you,
okay.
yes.
One horse and a cart for 250. Same deal.
The cart itself is 300 gold, sir.
Is it though?
The value of a horse is
How much
50
did it
gold
cost?
pieces.
How much did it cost you?
God.
Like, hey, we built it. But materials.
300 gold pieces worth of wood. Precisely.
Ah, so 250 it is.
I...
1 horse, a
For
cart,
1 horse and a cart,
285.
make persuasion check.
My persuasion should be fucking bonkers.
Oh, it's 7.
I was gonna say. 24.
24. Well, I could do it for 300. That's essentially a free horse.
I'll tell you what. 299 and make me feel good about myself.
I'll take it. Deal.
Done.
You are
Pay
the
the man.
most beautiful of the spread eagles.
I hand him 300.
Okay.
Take the
Thank you,
extra.
sir.
No, I'm just kidding.
You see him retire back into the stable, and you see a small little desk, a
A
small little desk back there where he goes and he
Someone who's not
opens it up and finds a chest, puts the gold in it.
So now we have 2 horses, cart. Technically, we have 4 horses.
And 2 carts.
We keep killing horses. We're gonna have the fucking apocalypse upon us, dude. We named the last one's Death and Pestilence.
I don't think he has named them.
I don't know. I definitely think one of them would have been famine, though, at this point.
So, is there anything else you guys would like to do while you were in town before you retire for the night?
Been a lot, but no.
No, just kidding.
Cast Invis.
I will remind you still have that pendant if you wanted to share it with anyone.
Do we not know about it?
No, we don't.
Oh.
No. Not at
Okay.
the moment.
Okay.
I am gonna sit in the tap keg, with a set of playing cards and just
I'll play a game of poker for 20 gold.
invite any of the group to play or anyone else in the room to play.
Sure. So, with it being harvest season, there isn't very many patrons in the bar tonight. They are working the fields and finishing up and heading home for the night. There's a few select people throughout, but it doesn't really seem like they're interested in playing cards tonight. It looks like they're mostly travelers like you, and they just want to, eat their meal and then be on their way. So, if anyone in the party would like to play,
Yeah. Absolutely.
Kelrick wishes that he could vocally to you, but acquires a room and lets everyone know what room it is and that he'll be there if anybody needs to speak to him,
easy
but
enough.
that he'll be busy.
Easy enough.
Anyone else?
Definitely.
Just heads up with me and Nil.
I'm gonna watch.
Okay.
I mean, if that's what you're into. Like,
I should have brought my DM booklet on gambling games.
I have one in
'Cause
mind that I
have-
always
I have
play.
like a 3-page thing about like different gambling games
Oh, really?
played using dice.
Yeah.
That's kind of nice.
I always do the 5 dice one, where it's like 5 card draw.
Yeah, they're really simple, but they're effective for like.
So if you guys are
Hang it out.
gambling,
Yeah.
you may each roll 5d6. You are trying to make the best hand, like 5 card draw.
cool. Do I get any bonuses because I'm proficient with playing cards?
What the fuck? Calm your shit.
Can't throw anything at him.
God damn, that is gone.
Yeah, where did that actually go?
It bounced for fucking ever.
Oh, I see it.
Do you?
Yeah, I'll get it after the session.
That's fine.
So keep yours hidden to yourself.
Okay.
We'll say Zeros is the dealer. So Zeros, you deal out your 5 cards, each of you. You may choose to get rid of up to 3 to try and make a better hand.
What are we playing for here, Nil?
I said 20 gold, unless you have something better to bet on.
20 gold works for me. I'll take one more.
You also took one. Okay, so Zeros, you go ahead and you deal out each one card to them after they... Yep. So, last round of betting.
I think I'm good where I'm at.
I don't feel great about mine, but I'll take it.
Okay, you guys can reveal your hands.
2 pair.
Wow.
God.
Shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
The bluff of the century. What the hell?
so you
Yeah.
win 20 gold.
Yeah, you mit 20 gold in your direction now. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Add the rest of my gold to my inventory while I do that.
Yeah. So you guys spend the rest of the evening, I assume, just playing cards back and forth.
Yeah.
Zeros, is there anything you want to do in town besides...
Nah, I'm good for now. Sure.
Alright, Cress, are you and Avaria doing anything?
Oh, holy fuck.
No.
Okay,
Good.
so you guys retire for the evening and take your rooms. Karok, you continue working on your projects.
Yep.
Tophin, you finish playing cards with Zeros and Nil for the rest of the night, and you guys retire for the evening to your respective rooms, each of which was provided to you guys by the tapped keg. Avaria and Cress, I assume, share a room, and you guys retire for the evening.
DM. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, you're good.
There's a decent moment when Kelrick's got all of his tools laid out, as the opal and the azure stone, and using mending and sometimes to drive the light through his final project, building the mechanism for the bracer with all of the slots in it, where he catches the bug that he hasn't had in a long time, and he spends all night tinkering away on this project.
Okay.
He kind of gets in this trance that just he never leaves, and he just keeps going and going, and
Okay.
it's like a strike of inspiration.
First off, make a tinkering check for me.
Sure. Yep. Wait. Nope. Yep. Not that one. 19.
19?
Yeah.
So easy enough. After spending a good portion of the night on this before moving on to your next project, you are able to build the contraption in which you were attempting to make.
Okay. The project is complete.
Yes.
Okay.
After that, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
After staying up all night.
Well, I move on to since I don't have the other example in front of me, I move back onto the spell that we talked about.
Yep.
But the Constitution saving throw is a big 7 plus 2, 9.
So you take 1 point of exhaustion.
Got it. We're on a cart now, so I don't care.
Yep.
But I spend the majority of the night and don't catch much sleep, but that's okay, because...
Shit finished.
Yes.
Yep.
You sharing a room again?
That's up to you. I told you where the room was. I told everybody where the
I
room
would
was.
just assume that we're
That's fine.
continuing our
Yeah.
sleeping arrangements and share a room. It's been a long time writing out a letter.
Sure.
Like multiple drafts, lots of crumpled paper thrown on the floor.
Yeah.
Eventually finishes it to an extent, and I'll get
Yeah.
a draft to you between sessions.
Sure.
And then
While
eventually goes to sleep.
While I'm in the middle of tinkering on it, he's throwing away multiple. Ask what's got you in such a bind. Obviously can't come to the right words.
Well, I did say I'm not particularly good with words. Not in writing, at least.
I'm a little bit of a writer myself if you need a hand.
I appreciate it, but you're already doing so much, and
I always multitask. It's
this
okay.
is, I think this kind of has to come from me.
Let me know if you need a hand.
I appreciate it.
I've seen you do a little bit of what I do with these 2 stones. It's a simple cantrip. At times I'm gonna need a bit of assistance if you don't mind. I'm talking about mending, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Just asking offhandedly for your assistance every once in a while.
Sure.
And so as the flare goes, Tophin every once in a while comes over in the middle of his writing projects. Give him a small break to think about it, perhaps. As almost like when you're soldering, he's like a third arm, but it's mending instead.
Easy enough. Makes sense.
I appreciate the help.
Of course.
Cress, is there anything you wanted to do at night? Okay.
Schlump.
1 second while I pull this up here, guys.
Big schlump.
Why can I not find what I'm looking for? There we go.
Oh, I'm sure it's bad dreams for somebody.
It is not.
I got a horse and a cart.
So you guys awaken the next morning. Your cart and your horses have been hitched, and they are prepped for you ready the next morning after having a
Both horses.
short breakfast of some deliciously prepared owlbear, boiled owlbear eggs and bacon and different slabs of beef and pork laid out before you. You get the sense they prepped a special breakfast just for you guys as you were back in town. Tomorrow wishes you guys all a good journey, and you guys, I assume, set out for Bahlden Port. Is there, unless there's something someone else wanted to do while you're here?
Let's fuck.
DM, I know that long rest is typically done with sleep. However, since we're on a cart throughout the day, Kelric will catch up on any sleep that he's missed. And
Easy
then
enough.
Then it's back to the projects.
I will lull him to sleep.
So
I'm sure I'm serenaded by your new loot.
Mm-hmm.
So easy enough. You guys spend, another 3, 4, call it 5 days between sleeping and traveling and the different things you are trying to do while on the road. As you guys rear your guys.
Is it 4 days or 5 days?
5 days.
Okay. I need to know these things.
Fucking wizards.
I'm sorry. I literally have to know these things.
Yeah.
So you guys start to crest at the top of this hill, and it
What about
starts
crest?
to.
Crest.
He's at the top of the hill.
You guys start to crest at the top of this hill, and it starts to lead down. A familiar sight to most of you, actually, to all of you, as this was the top of the hill on the edge of Bahlden Port. As you guys come over the top of this hill, you look and you see what Nil and Cress to be as the main import and export city of the Zartalos Empire. You guys see the glistening blue waters of the Azure Lagoon off in the coast, with the mountainous islands just off the coast leading.
Shrimp.
Down by the docks, you see the giant, massive statue that is almost like a lighthouse of Udatir, just on the bay. It's a massive blue Aether crystal, lighting the way of the seas across for all the different sailors to see from the horizon. You see the massive red brick homes and different black slate roofs of this beautifully built city running throughout. You notice the massive boats and the different galleons throughout the port from the different sailors and things that have come in. Zeros, you notice the massive fish market now from what you can see. This large, curved, almost like a hook on the edge of the dock where the people... Can I finish my description?
Yeah.
This large, almost hook-like dock shape on the edge of the dock where all of the fish have sold. You guys notice this town is much more lively, much more big, much more bustling than what you guys have been used to. Although you guys have been here before and you remember it. Tofin and Kelric, you guys remember this town very vividly. This is the first time in which you met Delamonte. You see the small little stables down by the docks, just off in the distance, where Delamonte procured your horse and cart for your guys' initial trip towards Ole Field.
They died.
The cart's alive.
And the horses.
No, those ones were returned, from what you know.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh
right.
yeah. He gave us completely different.
Man, we've had 3. Well, that's even worse, really. Gone through 3 different cars.
Nil, the bar which you spoke of, the Morning Catch, a large building on the down by the docks. You notice the large tower-like structure, almost like what's the name of the big clock tower in London?
Big Ben.
Big Ben. It's almost like it's like a Big Ben shape to it. It has this massive clock tower atop it with this massive flag of the Zartalos Empire flying above. You notice.
I'm not saying why, I'm just saying it.
So, that is where we will leave off for tonight's session.
Oof.
I skip into town.
DM,
Yes,
that tower, taller or shorter?
shorter.
Figures.
My notes now officially say the Morning Catch bar in Shrimport.
Oh man. So, that was a fun session, guys.
That's pretty good.
I expedited travel because I did not have anything planned for you guys on the road, and the way the weather is in the area, there is not much you guys would have ran into on the road anyways.
Absolutely slaughtered Genie, Mr. Zeros. Good
Yeah,
lord.
no kidding.
Yeah, we fucked up a genie. What else was
You
gonna
guys
be fun of this?
destroyed that combat. Holy shit.
Me and Nil just went like, cool. Let's
mean-
buff, and now
I'm out. I'm gonna go sit by the wall.
I don't remember exactly what the CR of a Djinn is. I think it's like 6 or 7, but like then the wind elementals a CR5, and you guys
I was
just
gonna
destroyed
say,
them.
Yeah, I will say.
I just need haste.
I will say when he started landing hits and my weapon misfired, I was like, oh boy, Kelrick doesn't have very many offensive
Here we
spells.
go.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had one
Oh.
concern after that because I was like, man, I don't have very many offensive spells.
Yeah,
It was gonna be magic.
Same.
It was gonna be magic missile. It was boring.
They are CR
I took 2
11.
damage from Alex landing on me in the well, and 2 damage from the light, and that was all the damage I took.
I know. You literally unloaded at the last second. Otherwise, Cress was the one who dumped everything into him.
I mean, yeah, you got two people in the party that Cress burns incredibly fast, but short because she can't long rest. This man can just keep going all day.
Sukazdat, or Sukasa, or whatever his name. I can't always remember how to pronounce his name, but Sue says, says, Matt, any chance of them getting smashed in the next battle? Hey, I don't know. You'll have to tune in 2 weeks from now when we have our next session and find out.
We're in a city. We're not gonna fight.
It looks like you. Did you tone him down a bit?
There's no fighting in
Genie?
cities.
No, I didn't turn him all. He was strictly,
By the book.
By the book.
By the book.
The one I'm looking at
By the
has
book
3
line.
attacks
The one I looked up said he only had 2 attacks.
and
2
does
scimitar
a
attacks.
d6 of lightning or thunder damage with each scimitar attack.
Maybe looking at a noble, because he wasn't a noble. The nobles are a little bit stronger.
I don't know. It just says Djinn.
I don't know. There's Djinns and noble Djinns. The noble
17
Djinns-
AC, 161
Oh
hit
yeah, he's
points.
definitely a noble if he's a. No wait, no.
Here's
I don't
what
know.
he had.
Yeah, here's
He was 17 AC. I don't know.
Either way, we would have fucked his day.
Yeah. Either way, guys,
We're
we're gonna sign
signing
off for the
on.
night. You guys all have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. We hope to see you guys next time.